Oh no, damn
You want Afrodar?
Sure.
it.
There you
Yeah.
go. Back to mail you go.
Makai.
You look ready.
Oh man, I can see the quality is kind of.
Oh. Sorry, my internet's kind of shit.
It's okay. It's okay. Sure.
I mean, I can just fix it by doing... You want a bandana? Oh my god, you look like a Naruto OC, if I've ever seen one.
Believe it.
No, you don't look like one of those believe it kind of people. You look like the guy, like the mid-tier Chunin that is like what in the Chunin exams. Who's the
Keep
proctor?
walking on the wall.
Callie, I made your face too. It works.
Ooh, Ed's ready to go.
Cheese, you're gonna be a Lalafell again.
Okay.
You're gonna be a Lalafell. You may want to look at this.
Oops.
Road again. Shrink down. There we go.
Is there a way you could like change people's size?
Yeah. Look at my
Yes.
stream. We got
So you got like a Lalafell size row.
Yeah.
and it's amazing.
That is amazing.
Or I can make a row-sized Lalafell.
Oh, my bot caught something. What the heck?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who's it then? Who are they?
Okay.
Hmm?
I need to actually go up like
Oh,
here.
so the Seri bot is catching like some bots is what's going on. So yeah. Fuck them.
Row-sized Lalafell.
He
Actually,
dead
yeah,
too.
shrink just a little bit. Let me just reset the thing, because I'm going to turn this off for Eden, because this is going to...
My
But
bard
then again-
outfits fit with this this hairstyle.
The
I like
shit.
it.
Hold on a moment. Let me just.
What's great about this tool, though, is I can apply racial slash... Well, not racial, but job-restricted gear onto any class. So if you want, I can give you the bard hat right now while you're machinist. Or like, I can give
Don't
you like...
need a bard hat for my machinist.
No, no, it's an example, Callie. It's not what I'm doing.
Oh.
Like, do you like... You ever see the white mage, like, level 80?
Yeah.
It's a very nice thing. It's kind of a shame that it's
Not
only...
dyeable because we haven't done Mizera yet.
Look, I'm working on that. It's just everyone wants to fucking clear this first, and I don't blame them.
So we just want to ride a big bearded man?
When did we start
AKA
this morning?
Santa?
Yeah, but here...
Roughly 5 o'clock or something?
Your astrologian, here you go. Here's a... Stop, Callie. I'm trying to make a point. Oh. Point made. Here, we can even make it blue for you.
Oh.
Dragoon blue, let's go.
Alright, let me just watch this thing. So we're like almost
blue
there with
stuff.
the
That's pretty
light
good.
rampant part.
Well, you guys were. I am nowhere near that. I'm currently
it's
watching
like-
the guide right now. Can you actually link me the one that has the strats we're using?
Right
Not
now
the one
it's
that I've been watching.
What strats?
The one that
just
is
go in there,
like-
Baldy.
Yeah,
I
there was a
didn't.
joke in there somewhere.
Dar, do you not remember? That's what we did when you just invited me. You blind invited me, had me come in, and it's like, well, better learn.
Okay.
At least now I know my bot's
I'm a
working.
beautiful idol with a freaking gun.
I'm happy.
Feeling glad I got sunshine. Right. Never mind.
So who can we force into our party? One more. Oh, wait.
Oh. Floof isn't part of the party?
Also making... oh. He's making...
Luffy's making food.
Ah.
Wait, what time? What time did it sort of happen for them? He has daylight savings, right?
It is almost 1.
Okay, I'm gonna finish up the song while we're waiting around.
Okay.
Sit with me, Dar.
No, you.
Join the Cat Brotherhood.
No, you.
The male cats had the better sit pose.
Yeah, squat like a Slav.
7, 8, 9.
As Frey would put it.
No, we're perched for our hunt.
Nope.
Perched on a
Squatting
tall
like a
tree.
Slav.
No, perched on a tall
Squatting
tree.
like a Slav.
Squatting
I
like a
have the high
slav.
ground. You can't beat me, Dar.
Adidas
Squatting
and
like a slob.
everything.
Dar, don't make me destroy you. You are my brother.
Vodka, my comrade. Vodka. Every
That's
day,
it.
all day.
Destruction has occurred.
Oh no.
Behold,
Oh no. Oh
you
no.
are now
What's going on?
tiny.
What? No, 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 please. No,
You have serious jump height. Though.
no, please.
You can like jump over a person now.
I can?
Yeah, just hit jump and
Eh.
see how high. Yeah, you.
Sure.
It's like bonkers how high you go.
Like, wait, where is my soundboard?
What number will crash my game? This is Daru at a height of 50.
I'll be like... Wait, are you ready for this?
Wait, stop following me. I'm trying to. There we go. Your hair broke because you're so big.
All I see is mosaic on his head.
Oh no!
Let's do
Censored!
25. Nope, still broke. 20.
Kick with mirror.
Wait, were you next to me this entire time? Or are you still down there?
Oh, I'm still down here.
I need to fix your hair really quick, cause things kinda happened.
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't know what happened there. I'm just gonna fix that. What hair you have? You happen to know the number?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to
I
these
just
things.
had to try to find it. That's a bit too luscious for you.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
No, that's Xenos.
Oh, okay. You're right.
No, it's Patrick.
Who's Patrick?
Mayonnaise an instrument.
Actually, I've seen a video where somebody actually made a jar of mayonnaise an instrument. Like with mayonnaise and everything.
Oh my dear lord, the memes are finally real. Oh, I found your hair. There we go. Let's change Ed's hair.
No.
Ed,
Hmm.
you like long hair.
Oh.
Look at-
Oh shit.
Where?
But then I'm couldn't. Okay, no. I actually used that hair before. Blonde.
There you go. Have the Redditor's hair.
The Redditors.
That's disgusting. How could you?
There.
Oh. Wait, it's loading.
Oh my god, I didn't get to see what the heck happens after you go in. Raider next one. Oh, I see. Stack 3. Winter Cardinal, wait for clone before moving. Pop. And then, a couple of times.
I'm gonna cook. See you guys later.
Alright.
Bye.
Yeah, the stream is. Oh. Oops.
Well, unfortunately, I have to go to bed.
Oh no.
No,
Wait, what? What's happening here?
noisy.
Night.
Good
night.
By the
Have a
way,
wet one.
Okay.
I found a copy of Super Mario 3D All Stars, which is nice because in my area they kind of they're kind of like gone. Like there's very few places where you can get it. In my area. There's like a GameStop that had. There's like a GameStop that had 2 copies the other day, and then I just got lucky when I went to Best Buy for my hard drive. I feel like an idiot, Callie. You know what I did today?
You spun around leftwards, then to counteract it, you went spun rightwards.
No.
Oh,
I bought a
I
hard
did that
drive.
today. But all I figured out is that it just brings you straight down. Not upwards, not sideways, downwards.
So I bought a hard drive in my infinite wisdom. I bought a 2 terabit WD blue.
Was it
It
really
might-
blue? Or was it just purple that looked like blue?
Yes, it was actually blue.
Oh my god. That's messed up.
that I'm trying to make, though, is that in my infinite wisdom, I didn't think to check if I even had a second, like a spare SATA cable in my system.
I guess you gotta say about it.
Yeah, so I have to wait till tomorrow for Amazon to fucking ship me a SATA cable, because I could plug in the power, but I can't actually get it to the motherboard.
What a motherboard.
Mutter nutter board. In the wise words of Dante. Mother.
Get it, get it, get it, get it. Yee. Yee, 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 yee.
I'm almost done. Just
You
two
know,
more
GameStop-
lines.
I went to a GameStop recently. You know they try to sell you warranties on the games now?
I thought they always had.
No, they didn't always used to.
Certain stores did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what the fuck is you talking about a warranty on a video game?
Yeah, they used to do that on most of the stores. They took it away because of people just breaking their games and asking for. Yeah, people used to abuse it, but now that there's issues with COVID, they're actually trying to push it nowadays.
It's just like, it
Oh.
makes even less sense nowadays because you have to do some really fucked up shit to screw up a physical disc nowadays. Like those Blu-ray, like I had a Blu-ray of fucking Lords of Shadows like that was like fucking ran on through the concrete and on my basement floor, and it still works like nothing happened.
Well, here's the thing: people pop on the concrete, not the disc.
You know what I'm talking about, Kelly? There's like
You
Yes.
should ask. You should ask
That made more
GameStop
sense,
about their hand sanitizer.
that
Yeah.
made more sense 15 years ago. They don't have hand sanitizer.
Oh, that's because they put it into the disc holder.
Why?
At one point, they did.
Can't believe when I was like 14, I used to want to work at a GameStop.
No, you don't wanna. It ruins
No,
video
I
games
said-
for you.
No, I said when I was 14.
Yeah. I know.
Well,
I
this is
learned
Final
But
Fantasy
you wouldn't want
14,
No,
Generation 14.
no, that. Daru, I've learned because I fucking like. My mother thought I was joking about that. She bought a game for her Switch Lite. She got Super Mario Party. Problem is, you can't play it on the Switch Lite because you need Joy-Cons with gyro. So she's like, well, I can't. I only paid $52. I could just like trade it in the GameStop, and it's like, how much do you think I'd get? And me and my brother both made the joke: free 50 and a toenail.
You.
Okay, we were a little wrong. It was actually $22.50. But that's still like not. That's like no. Considering inflation, that sounds about right. That sounds like GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's left.
You.
There's no U in YMCA.
Did somebody rotate the tower again?
There is no U in YMCA. Fuck you. I can make it work.
Just kick out that tail out the white, and it's a V.
YMCA.
No, the U is silent.
Umka.
That's what they all say until it isn't.
Umka.
No, from what it looks like, it doesn't look like it got hurt. The tower. That's the same.
Once upon a time, there was a pony that went neigh.
Bog is DC.
Here. Oh, okay. I see. Like that.
I have been thinking since we're adding like many more people to the prog, so technically it's like another prog group. I don't mind going TPS. It's into waste.
I'm too afraid to swap off a bard.
Yeah. It's like I've got the healer thing down so into my bones.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi.
Hi,
Young.
Ah. Hello.
it's
Welcome
a young
back.
boy,
Are
the
you guys still
prophesized
doing,
one.
E8S?
It seems the chickens haven't killed you.
No, I actually. So my wife and I went, and we got 4 of the 6 of them in there, and 2 were running around. So I was throwing food near the area they had to go, and these wouldn't go. And then I ended up throwing food, and the thing is, like, when I got near the chickens, they started making noise and bobbing their head and faster, and I got really nervous, so I like pushed it and then grabbed it, and then threw it in the area, and then got the next one, same thing. But they are scary looking chickens. And they're big too, not small.
Does it look like their eyes gonna pop out?
Kind of, yeah, a little bit.
Those ones are the scary ones.
You might know them. Ooh, is that a samurai? I think samurai gun. Are you guys doing more E8S?
Yep.
The party's pretty much full with the new peeps, so it's
So
gonna
I
be
can-
learning.
Yeah, I was gonna invite my friend, or my. Sorry, I've done E8S. So, quick thing. I think Callie, you and I played with him. His name was Chris. We played with him a lot actually, and doing Prague for E4S clearing. I joined his. I was with his FC. We did a lot of clears for his FC, and he told me like, pretty much, thank you so much. And was like, if you ever want help clearing any other like E8 or E12, let me know. I can help you. I can do calls and stuff. So once we get everyone on the same page and like at least pass light rampant, I can ask him to join us and like teach us some of the mechanics, you know, or how he does it at least, right? How to optimize certain things. But anyway, yeah, I'm down off. Ooh, we have a melee DPS. I like that.
Who's the melee DPS?
I thought maybe since we have a
Samurai.
melee DPS, I thought maybe being the second one. If Kelly wants to go heals, but I mean that's all your opinion.
I'm willing to take up any role that nobody knows to take.
Like, you want to run 2 melee, 1 physical range, and 1 caster? I'm okay with that. I think E8S, I think is actually known for having one of the worst melee uptimes. Like, it's like really hard. Unless you like, unless
really
you're really
is.
like, you have to really know how to use like uptime traps, and also get very lucky, right? Like, you have to have him do axe kick early on. That way, when he does his, when Shiva does her after light rampant, when she does the next one, you got scythe. That way you can do scythe uptime, right? Which is you bring the boss to a mirror. That way both like ticks are safe exactly where she is, and melee gets to like really good uptime.
Yeah.
But I think generally, I mean, like, I think whatever you want to play is fine.
For technical, we're only missing a tank at the moment.
Yeah.
I'll take up any role that's missing.
Does anyone not know the mechanics?
I am completely new,
Oh, okay.
but I've been studying up at least on the first phase.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, the first phase is like where we are all at right now. No one's past that. Why not? We kind of got to ad phase, but like that's like we barely see it. We just have to like practice it. So
Man, Samurai looks so fun from up here.
yeah, Samurai is
So I did a hard reset to see if that would help.
Did it help?
I don't know yet. Hopefully the DC stop.
I can. Let me see. Can we find? Do we have another tank coming in or no?
Yeah, that would be me.
Well,
We need one more.
we need either a tank or DPS. So
I'll take one of the roles that are missing. So
Wait.
go ahead.
Where the hell's Cheese?
He went to bed.
Come away. They're re-rating.
You could ask Frey. I don't know how he feels about it. I don't know if he likes.
Is he even a raider at all?
I don't think I've ever really seen him raid. I just fool around with frickin' Hiza. Him.
Let me check my friends list. See if that guy's on. I don't know if he was going, but no, the other person.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, I want to see if he's.
If it's what I think it is it with a K?
No.
No. Never mind.
It's somebody else completely.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Yeah, me and Callie played with him a lot. We were doing like E4S stuff.
Mm.
Now he's not on.
Hey, Daru.
What's up?
DMs. Check it out.
Oh, no way. Wait, hold on a moment.
I'll be back in like 2 to 3 minutes. Just ping me on Discord when we get another person.
Okay.
So I'm not my life a little bit.
Why was that being done?
Is this done, by the way?
Just needs testing. Otherwise, it should be mostly done.
Let me relog.
Is that the name of the person who makes the their theme music?
Hololive uses a lot of
Dova
syndrome.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you're looking for a Hololive song, most likely they took it off Dova syndrome.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
What's nice about it is that all the songs there are actually like non-licensed, so you can use it on your stream whenever.
Yeah, copyright free.
Yeah.
Nice.
They even say it on their street, like their hosting sites that it's free for use.
I feel weird using it knowing whose theme song it is.
I know, but you could use a different song.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Wait, which
Oh,
line should I take?
where's Nairi? Is Nairi coming?
He went to cook.
Dinner.
Oh. Oh. I see.
Hey,
Hey.
Was it rattling chickens this time or getting milk?
Okay, so we're gonna be playing flute, like duo flute,
Oh,
and then you're gonna be taking track 2.
track 2. Gotcha.
It's not a farm. It's like my dad's friend's like his daughter has pet chickens. And
Oh
like,
right,
it's
somebody
not a
needs to be
farm,
party
it's
lead.
like-
Can somebody pass one of us party lead?
Yeah, I'll
Callie.
give it to you, Callie.
Yeah, there was times.
Friends on Loot Master.
Doop.
Honestly, if we get one clear, I don't care. Anyone can have the mount. I don't care.
I'm actually here for the chest piece if I can get it.
Yeah, it's all you. I think
I don't
usually
care
there's-
about the gear for E8.
I'm
So
here for the
Eden,
experience.
I believe. I don't know if it's different than E4, but there's always a chest coffer and a weapon coffer.
It's
Do
the
you
same.
see the pop-up?
Or-
arrow?
I didn't see the pop up. I hit
Young,
yes.
It's the same. That's the whole reason why they're adding that to
Do it again.
older raids, is to make it all the same.
That's good. Yeah, that's nice.
Leave party?
Wait, what? Oh, shit.
Oh, is Fluffy? Can he join or no?
Nah.
What's
Oh.
Fluffy up to?
Just invite him anyway.
Nah, he's making food and eating. Or eating.
Alright, we'll do a flute this.
You could even open up Party Finder, but then I don't know. I don't like that.
We get one person that loots and scoots.
It would
Well,
be like a completely
know.
different like it would be like a new group.
Actually, we may get the person that's just there for gear though.
Yeah, but the thing is, none of us are like at that level to clear.
Yeah, we're
So
not
somebody
at
might
that.
join to help. Like we haven't even gotten past that phase, right? So. We
And I'm
have
anyways
to-
here for another 2 hours.
Never forget, Young, when we went to do E4S after we cleared it on loud on my alt, and we ended up spending 4 hours because everyone decided, hey, we're gonna join the mount farm as new players because
But then
obviously Fembog hadn't cleared it, but I know the fight enough to farm it.
here's
Yeah,
here's
that
here's
didn't
the
work out.
Bog, here's the thing though. with E4S, if you had somebody fuck up, you didn't kill the entire team.
Usually.
Yes, you did.
No.
Very
No,
easily.
not really.
The only mechanic I really
Like
messed
it,
up.
two
Young,
mechanics that you could
Remember,
where
we
could
couldn't
happen.
clear because of one person.
No, we cleared with him actually. We cleared with him. Took a while.
No,
But
the healer.
Oh yeah.
That next day, one person can easily
Yeah,
wipe
no,
the whole
yeah,
raid.
no, I agree. They can, but realistically, they usually don't. And this raid right here, if you mess up one like any mechanic, it seems like everyone dies, right? At
Yeah,
least for the first raid.
I mean, to be fair, it's only light rampant that's the mechanic.
Yeah,
Just
light
that-
rampant can fuck you up. If one person
Well, by that logic,
misses
jails
something.
can fuck you up. It's
with jails.
Jails is easy.
Yeah. Jails is literally they have to be 2 diagonal spaces away.
Yeah.
yes, it is easy, but the point still remains that
Oh, you know what I
it's
saw?
not that much different.
I saw some people who had 510 gear, right? By the way, when I say 5, I mean they had 510 gear, but their uptime was like stupid, right? And they beat E4S before second jails.
Well,
That
yeah.
to me is insane.
Well,
But
they
we have
510
we have
gear,
five-
like that's like bad for E4S. It's like no,
We
that's
have
way
530.
above what E4S needs.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we have 530 gear, and even with us doing pretty well, like we still sometimes like just kill them right after jails, second jails. So I'm saying like the uptime difference is pretty insane. Also, I mean, there's also shots to like that we could have done to like optimize our uptime, but and probably a better comp, right? Comp with more melee DPS. I like the music,
It's cute.
but anyway,
Shit makes no sense to me.
someone should look for
Now, could you take up track 3?
Oh, okay. What am I on?
Okay,
Wait, what the heck was that
Oh,
false to me?
where
Play
tethers.
fiddle.
What was that emote?
Let's see here.
I'm confused. Oh, that was mime.
and then
Ah,
you
the
bang it
mime
on the
thing.
tower.
No, no, don't touch me there.
Uh,
This is
I only saw like the
my
falling
no
part.
square.
Oh, you know what we could also do?
Hmm.
Well, I don't know if you guys want it. We could help. I can't pronounce the samurai. Help them with E4S if they want to clear. They haven't cleared yet.
I have.
You all know we can. Oh, you have? Okay, perfect.
I can already tell you light rampant's gonna be the thing that kills me.
It will kill everybody.
It's really not that
Why
hard.
do I have
It
a
still does.
Oh wait, that's my link shot. I was about to say, why do I have a tell saying someone's on the way?
If you just focus on
wait.
it's not a hard mechanic.
That's my
Really
link shell, that's why.
Wait, what happened?
My link shell's the same
let's
color as my
see
tells,
here.
so I thought someone sent a tell on the way. Oh my god, these awful voices, I'm gonna fix this really quick.
I forgot that. Don't
Oh
say.
my god.
Like, the bottom line is like,
Turn voices off. May as well join Indar.
You guys.
Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why I thought this was illegal.
okay. Now,
Huh?
So who are we waiting on?
Someone.
alright, let's play track 3 as,
Oh.
as like last time.
Oh, okay. Ready? Look over, look.
Alright.
Like we're missing a tank or DPS, so you tell me, Bog.
Nani?
Bog, trying to find somebody. Come on,
I have
Trying
someone,
to find someone, yes.
someone we can force into this.
This
there's someone I know
location
that
makes no
he's
sense
done
to
like
me.
I think E9 and like a couple of the current Savage tiers, but he hasn't done E8. You can see if he wants to join and help us. But he'd be new as well.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But he had experience of like savagery at least.
To be fair, is like light rampant is like the single most like involved thing I've ever seen in this game. I'm fucking used to protein waves.
I've watched
Light rampant.
Zepla struggle with it for like a good month or so.
I say we invite Nairi or Fluff. I say we force one of them. By force I mean beg.
Nairi.
Oh, okay, perfect.
We should be ready in 15 minutes or so. Yeah, okay.
Edler, how long are you staying on for? I know it's kind of late.
I said, at least
Like 4
for
hours,
like an
4
hour.
hours?
I'd say like, an hour. No.
Like 5 more hours, gotcha.
No, oh my god, an hour and a half.
Oh, okay, like 3 hours. I got you.
Oh, no, just double it, yeah.
Everything is actually double it, exactly. Or triple, depending how low you go.
Bum, bum, bum. If ever, we just bring Fluffy and he can heal.
The song's so cute.
Yeah. Wait, is Yoko healing? What do you think?
Depends. Yoko will fill in any role.
In the meantime, somebody's just spinning around in circles.
You have 2 or 3 relics now.
Me?
No, Yoko.
Huh.
Like the other day he had 0, and then I'm like checking. He's like, yeah, I have 2. And I'm like, what? Like, oh my god, that's amazing. You have 4 5. No, you don't have 4 or 535. There's no way.
It's not that hard. It's literally just 5 Dal runs.
I also have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Remember,
Oh, no, I
you
have 5.
came to the relic grind late.
Well, no,
I know
Yoko
a
started
few-
the relic grind like when I did, I think, or a little after I did.
What I'm trying to say though is basically I knew people who like no life got all their relics at each step in the week.
Cute.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot for like Eureka, but in terms of like,
Alright,
Like, literally,
Jump me
when
back in.
the memory farming came out for the red, blues, and yellows and the greens, someone
Oh, sorry.
I know got all of them in like a week, and then when
Yes.
the next step came, they did all the one-time quests, and basically, and you got to remember this was before DR had 5 memories or 3 memories?
I don't know.
3
memories. No, wait, CLL had 5. So CLL didn't give you 5 memories, and DR only gave you 1.
Oh, okay.
So he ran like 200 and something plus Crystal Tower runs. Did the one-time quest via the raids because the fate drop rate was awful at launch.
Lunch.
And then did like fucking 200 or something fucking DRs.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's
Well,
a lot.
actually, I think he did like 100 or something DRs, and then like did House of the Dead runs because you were going to floor 200 anyway. It was more efficient at that time. Now it's just more efficient to do DR.
Alright. So, are we going soon, or are we
Yeah, I think
still
we're
waiting
either
on
for
someone?
Nairi or Fluffy. Yoko said Nairi would be like 10-15 minutes, and then Fluffy would, I don't know how long it would be. I think he's
I
actually.
need people in the car.
That's like us being off.
We're going on a trip.
Does anyone need raid food?
Great
before you-
job!
Does anyone need raid food?
Joke's on you, I have my effects off. I can't see it.
No? Alright.
Joke's on you, I am too.
Make sure everyone has raid food and pots.
Wait. So,
I mean, I don't use pot junk. I don't care. It's like
Bug.
He's asking us to use pot.
I will eat the
use pot.
chicken fettuccine.
Bug. Pots are so important.
They're so important for early progression rating, not when you have a super echo.
Yeah, but even with that, right? Pots allow you to skip some mechanics you might not see. Like I don't want to see a second light ramping because people are not potting. That would be horrible. If you even get there, I mean, that's.
Hey, the moment we actually get used to it, it was.
Yeah,
won't
we'd
be
get
much
used
of
to
an
it
issue.
then. Then the farm would be easier because we're used to light rampant.
Watch it.
Yeah.
No. See what? See the light rampants are
I
different.
did
right?
watch
First
it.
and second
It's
one is
still
completely
fucking
different.
confusing.
Light rampant? It's so easy. What do you mean?
It's fucking like protein waves with fucking like.
It is
Man.
technically easy if everybody does their stuff right.
It's
Yeah.
just like you have like there's very
Yes.
few movements, right? I mean, people who have the hardest time are people with orbs, east west. Our strategy.
I
I already
actually
have a
find
hard
they
time
don't have.
fucking with
Our
protein
strategy.
waves.
The only thing that's bad about our strategy right now is we're using the week one strat that came out, which is it's really good for like passing the mechanic, but it's
We're
really
using the
bad
Isla
for
strat.
uptime. Yeah, and it's really bad for uptime. Uptime for melee DPS and casters. Casters mean healers too.
Mhm.
But honestly, I'd rather pass mechanic and then find uptime somewhere else.
To be fair, the problem why we're using Isla is because we're kind of like, what's the word?
Noobs.
Directionally dumb.
I think we could
no,
use
we-
showering on or a different strategy. Like, I don't think it's.
Young,
We did-
the last 3 raids, I was told to go counterclockwise and I ran left.
That is counterclockwise.
That is counterclockwise.
No, I meant we were told to go.
Clockwise.
We're see, I am directionally dumb.
All right.
I will say
Pause.
at
I
the
hope
start.
we get a tower.
Oh,
I hope I get a tower too, but this new strat at least makes sense. Go a little behind A till the orb moves a little. After that tower resolves, then go straight down.
Go west.
the beast.
What's up, Evan? What are you saying?
It makes sense.
Always. Lucky.
But
The one time it makes sense, go west. If you think about it, the only time when it ever makes sense, go west.
Wait, I'm going tank.
Peddler?
wait,
I mean,
who made Ed the tank?
I mean, I can go
Wait, I
tank.
definitely don't want to go.
Do you know how to tank this
That's
fight?
not what I wanted.
Tell me how tank busters work. Does it like act like if somebody gets like a certain?
Okay, come to me.
Doesn't. Okay.
What do you mean? For
We're
this
gonna
fight,
pretend
or-
I actually wanted to go DPS. Okay.
So the tank buster for this fight, I'm pretty sure single target,
So,
not a cleave.
as you see the
first one.
cast bar on my name.
So when the Casper's on somebody, then it puts on the person, right?
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
to
Okay,
provoke
that's what I
towards
wanted to know.
halfway or near the end of the cast.
Why the end?
Okay.
Basically,
Well, you don't
anytime during the
You
cast,
don't
to
want
be
to do it
honest.
too early because if I don't use shirk at the right moment, or if I do it and you like provoke too early, I can still rip hate off.
Wait, no. If they provoke and then you shirk them, you cannot repick the hit off. As long as
Yes,
they're
you can.
easier. I don't think it's possible.
It's not
That's
easy,
bad.
but it can happen.
Here's
they're
actually
not-
the easier way. Just take off the tank stance if you're the one receiving.
Well, yeah, I normally do that first, but sometimes things happen and you just have to get the fucking hate off you
Okay.
and like
Ow.
mitigate.
Okay.
If
You know
both
what? I'll
have
just go
stance on the
DPS.
whole time, and one person has like slightly more hate, if you provoke, it puts you on top, and then they shirk, they get 25% of their hate, right? So for them to get to lose a hate would just be them not touching buttons, I think.
Or no,
Or your gear's way better. Like if your gear's like
yeah,
530
that's
more like
what I'm
5.
trying to say is like that can easily happen. Like that happened to me all the time in Ruby Weapon because despite shirking, like I just literally would have to be the permanent off tank because the original tank we had for a raid group just was in.
Did you just
like,
emo
over
right in the middle of
here,
your
and I would
rotation?
just rip hate off of him. Like casually, and I was a warrior, so I would do it easily because I'd go into the place and be like,
So much dead time
here's
between
on
like
me.
actions, and you could actually emote.
That
yeah,
is so
that's
funny.
also a thing is like, you already have to spend like 1 to 2 off globals, mitigating it, plus shirt. Doing tank stance is an additional step on that, which sometimes makes you lose uptime.
If you're, wait a minute, if you're giving, if you're taking aggro, all you're provoking their shirt, all they're doing is
You
one.
gotta remember
one
that
off
tank
roll.
stance is a multiplier, Young. It's not as simple as like they gain 25% of your hate and then all's good.
No, but then they're also building enemy too, right? Their stance should not be off the whole time. Their stance should be on the whole time. Maybe they might turn it off like in the first like 5-6 seconds, right? And then it's turn on.
You gotta remember, like, that first 5-6 seconds, though, is like...
That's 2 DC. 2 moves 3 DC.
Yeah. You can
Right.
still rip paint, that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Okay.
that's
No,
why
I
you
believe
wait towards the end of the cast.
Okay. Makes sense.
Because I've had many auto attacks just rip paint back.
I got you.
If you're the one receiving, just take off tank stance.
Oh, Callie, no. Just use shirt.
Yeah.
There's mechanics
If
in
you're
this...
the one receiving, take it off, and then you can use shirt too.
Callie,
Can we invite,
I go
there's
first.
mechanics in this tier, like this expansion, that need you to be second aggro.
You're gonna be far ahead, buddy.
Hello?
Kelly, we had a few times where you turn tank stance off and the DPS gets the dual tank buster because they fucking get a crit direct hit.
Yeah, because that's like early on.
Yeah,
No,
and
that's
like,
not
any
early
time-
on. We're talking like phase 2 Eden.
Well, that's different. No, because I'm pretty sure the
Also, deaths
it
do
depends.
happen.
A lot of
stuff
times, yeah,
like
death
that.
happens. After they that when you come forward. Don't provoke a stance on, you'll never lose enmity to a DPS.
The point I'm trying to say is like, even in casual content, it's just safer to just keep the stance off and just maintain your aggro with shirt.
Yeah, I got you.
You never have to do any like fiddly tank swaps then, if for a mistake then.
Okay, I understand. Can someone heal? Edler's gonna DPS.
Edler, you're a white mage main. You can heal.
No,
Oh
Edler
man,
wants DPS.
it was like the equivalent of like Overwatch and everybody going DPS.
Everyone suspect Ed.
I don't know the healing. I can try. I don't like. I don't personally enjoy
Just
healing.
doubt Ed.
Kelly's got heals.
Are we running double bard?
We still need another healer.
I was gonna say like, oh, what song are you gonna start with?
No, it's probably better this way.
Never
We have
mind,
2
yeah, yeah.
melee. We have 1. That's perfect. We have a great team comp.
Yeah.
Um,
Long range and close range, yeah.
Paladin's amazing because Paladin's amazing for progging. So
yeah,
Awesome.
Yoko kind of took the job I was gonna be.
you snooze, you lose, my friend. You
Okay.
snooze, you
Nope, double paladins. Nope.
All right, let's hit this guy.
Phalanx.
Actually, double paladins are amazing in Savage because you
You know
can
what?
use,
While we're at it, double white mage. Let's do it.
you can use intervention.
All right. So
I think it's
the
intervention.
way
What's the skill called?
the way LB gauge works, I don't
Yeah,
think it's
no.
gonna be beneficial.
Yeah. Well, I don't care about LB gauge. Intervention's amazing with double paladins because you just get absurd like mitigation increase if your off tank uses it on you. So basically, it reduces target party members' damage taken by 10%. But if the effect is increased another 50% on top of that, if the effect of the skill, if the effect of either Rampart or Sentinel are used, guess what you're going to be using
You're gonna
a lot of
be
Paladin?
30% or
Well,
then it can be 45%. 50% of the effect. 50% of the effect.
I'm literally reading it.
Definitely easy.
Yeah. I know the skill as well. It's 50% of the
I
effect
like
that's
looking
going
like
on.
this though.
Speaking of the effect, let's start.
Shelly?
That's still like a fucking like
So for the
70% increase.
question, what's the melee mitigation? What's the ability called? Not feint. What?
It is called feint, or
It is feint.
lowers the strength and
Adler
dexterity.
for
That's physical, right?
casters.
But it's physical.
Look, we're not at
physical
Endwalker
damage,
yet.
right?
We can't just be like, we got casters. It's okay.
So it's physical damage for
Yeah.
or is
Are
it
you
all damage?
excited, Callie?
Physicals and then Adler for
I don't know
magic.
if it's gonna work for the
Aren't
raid
you
wide.
excited, Callie? They're gonna
haven't
make it so
checked to
tanks
see-
have to actually time their cooldowns properly for more effectiveness.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
see if
about
the
that
raid wide is
because
physical
they
magic.
tried doing that earlier.
The fuck is happening here? Oh, there's a sky slipper up there. They already confirmed that's what they're doing. Is like you're gonna get like
But they tried
biggest-
doing it before.
They already confirmed they're doing it though, Callie.
Yeah, they did it before,
Okay.
and
let's-
then it kind of
let's
didn't work at
and
that
When
time.
did they do
markers,
it before?
and we can
Like
just
it was early Stormblood, but it didn't work out, and so they switched it over to how it is right now.
You sure? Because I don't ever. Because I remember.
Oh,
the
I
person-
vaguely remember that
the person
actually.
I watch has been playing since A Realm Reborn, and he said this was a new feature.
It's not really a new feature. It's just basically more revamped, I guess. I don't know how they're going to be working it, but then, yeah. I need that 3% XP. Let's do it.
I'm gonna eat all three of them.
let's queue in.
He said 3 times, so let's do it.
I'm gonna eat that coffee biscuit.
Plus it.
Oh, someone DC'd.
Oh no.
I think they teleported.
Or
Oh, no.
just teleported? Yeah, just
Oh.
teleported.
Work.
It's
Oh,
Kyrie.
DC'd.
Yeah.
Wait.
I think they DC'd.
No, they just went to a different place.
DC'd.
Nope, they're in a private house.
They're inside the
No.
house.
There's no
Jesse.
evidence to support that.
I'm inside.
Check your
I'm
friend
just
list.
Ixor didn't happen.
I'm
Alright, so when we
inside.
do the raid, let's try and.
Ixor didn't happen.
I don't want to spend.
Okay.
Even though you probably will. So which is alright.
Yeah, for healer.
Ooh, potato salad.
That's good.
See, the ingenious thing
potato
about what I'm
pork-
asking though, Callie, is that you send the picture to prove it,
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Oh, yeah, by the way,
then I just deny it.
Callie and Nairi, when you reach the second phase,
Blame Photoshop.
When-
and then
was there like a small little AoE?
again.
You're take away. One person has to take away the eyes from the healer, and the other person has to take away the eyes from the tank.
So Esna, the fuck out of everything.
No, Esna. One of you has to Esna the tank. One of you has to Esna the healer.
So Nairi, you wanna Esna the tank?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take care of healers. Or is it gonna be healer or DPS?
Only a healer.
It's not
Only one healer. Only one tank.
One tank and one DPS.
Oh wait, I did the wrong one. Sorry.
Left.
Whoop.
What just happened?
Someone left.
I took. I
it's
picked
not
the wrong one. It wasn't Savage.
It was normal.
That's funny.
I mean, to be
Sorry.
fair,
We'd be like, hey, why is it so easy?
no, I think we would have realized it really quick when we didn't get the first fucking mirror. It's like, hey, where's the mirror?
Alright, so for the first raid wide, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do.
Yeah. I put it for 30. 30.
Do we have a scholar? What do we have? I don't even see it. Okay, we scholar. So scholar will use their bubble. We're not gonna use any GCD healing for that, and we're gonna Daruk is gonna use Troubadour, and I'll use Adel for that. And then
Nairi will use the
whoever,
size.
who's main tanking?
Wait, when am I using a Trube?
Let's say Yoko's tanking. For the first raid wide.
Okay, cool.
Why do you assume Yoko's tanking?
Because he knows the fight.
Nick, I don't know the fight. I just watched the guide. I'm a master now.
Okay, fine. Bog, you can tank. Main tank. You need to use your 10% for the first raid wide.
Nah.
The reason we're
this
doing
fight's
that-
hard. Yoko can have it.
Alright, so the reason we're doing that is because it's a huge raid wide, and it'll take us down to like 30-40k. And I want to
Okay.
save. I want all GCD and healers to be on damage, right? Boreal and Glare, whatever it's called. So
I'm
we're
on
just
Yoko's
going-
team.
Callie, you're gonna use your shield, your bubble, whatever, and you're just gonna use your fairy passive regen, right? Whatever the regen ability is. That's it. Spam GCD. You don't need any more healing after that.
The
Okay.
the mark the numbers they're only for the ad phase.
Yeah, face. Gotcha.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
Yeah.
the light parties.
Yeah. Light party.
All right.
Oh, no, so you have to still
Left side
do
of
the,
one for one, right side of one is two.
Yeah, so we're doing right now is we're partnering up. It's gonna be one healer, one DPS, or healer and DPS and tank and DPS.
It's gonna.
You gave me a shield healer. Do you not trust me?
Bug, you cannot be with Callie, please. One tank, one DPS.
What do you mean I can't be with Callie? We're both marked number 1.
Wait, okay. Alright.
No, these are the light parties. This is when we go to ad phase.
Yeah, so when we do light parties, the difference to light parties is but we still want to split up before that, right? The phase before that
Yeah.
banish, we need to split up into pairs of 2. So, what we want to do is we're gonna have one pair on the west, one pair north, and one east, one south, and then we can just do north and west.
Leroy Jenkins.
Fools.
Continue explaining, by the way.
Fires of conflict.
So, who wants to be my partner for that?
I'm guessing it's gonna be Bug because he doesn't want me.
No, he has to have.
Care.
He has to have a DPS. He can't have.
I claim Edler, so Edler can tell me where to go.
Wait, what? Okay.
Taking
You say
Edler.
so.
All right.
We're going south.
I will be going west/southwest. West, come with me. So Callie, come with me. Callie,
Or who am I
right
following?
here.
right here,
Oh yeah.
on the west of the marker.
Who am I
West of the
following?
marker. Bug, go north.
I don't want to go north.
Bug, just do it.
I don't
One
want to go
DPS
north.
with Bug. Probably Samurai or Ninja.
How do you know I'm going to be north anyway?
I said so.
Just curious.
Okay,
No,
so I
it
guess
doesn't
I'm
matter. It doesn't matter where you
with.
go. The reason we
Like,
want it is
Explain
the reason
mechanics.
the reason we're pairing is that I believe it's every DPS will get a stack marker, right? And
Yeah.
you have to
Oh,
stack
that
with
one
of
where
the
you,
first.
for the
So we're-
scythe kick.
Yeah, so what we're doing is if
Okay,
it's sight and we go to mirrors, we all go
so I get air. Okay.
yeah.
So do we go to one,
north.
or is it gonna be inner cardinals? I mean cardinals.
So here's what's gonna happen. If the mirrors spawn on the Cardinals, then we just go on it is now, right? Callie and I west, you guys, Bog and on north, Yoko, Daruka
If it's
east.
inner cardinals, I assume it's going to be like
If it's
towers,
inter-
like tank, like north goes to A.
Exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
North will A, west
So
will go
just-
C.
We'll be C.
Harry, you would be
Same as
Harry would be
towers.
D.
A is
Mary,
going
you
to be
guys would be
north, D south, C west, and B east.
Okay, so we'll be C and south.
And then the middle
No,
would
no,
be
not-
west.
Alright, Bog, 1 second, please. Nairi, you guys would be D and south.
Okay, perfect. I'm used to B.
Yeah. Because that way, if remember in the light parties, it's just gonna be you guys together, right? Like you,
Mhm.
or you,
That's us too.
Yoko, and Daruka. So you want to
Yeah.
be on that side. If you go to C, now you're not on that side. Now you're farther away. So you
Okay,
wanna be
perfect.
D or south. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll take D. D's perfect.
If we get to light parties, which we may not.
He said,
is
"We
ad
the
phase.
fuck are not."
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm hopeful. Light parties, it would just be north and west together, south and east together, right? It's pretty.
Oh, you're in number
because
2.
North, yeah, you guys, we should already be on that side pretty much. All right,
You glue to Yoko.
let's do the fight.
Okay.
Everyone kind of watch the video a little bit. So as we do the polls, if you have any questions, we'll
Look,
have other answers.
my major thing that I'm trying to learn. Thank you,
We're pulling.
Yoko, for using the proper countdown.
God.
What I'm trying to what I care about is if I could get past light rampant, that's a win for me.
Yeah, that's the goal.
'Cause
We
that
did
has
it
been
before.
killing me like 7 times.
It's really not
Oh,
that bad of a mechanic. You just
Oh,
gotta,
Callie, we're marker B.
You would stoke the fires
What?
of conflict.
We're marker B for like or whatnot, you know.
Shit,
Oh, okay.
I forgot to eat my
Two
food. I'll
dollars?
worry about that next
10%, 10%.
Oh, that was the raid wide. My bad.
God, I think it's so hard. It's so hard. Holy shit. That's just scary. Go south, then southwest. Southeast. Southeast. Slowly bring back to the middle. Let's try and keep up time. We're doing really well.
Your blood shall freeze.
To the markers. Use your fingers. On your markers. We're in east and west. East and west.
Shit.
If you didn't have stack markers as a DPS, you're getting trailing AoEs. Take them to the outside of the outside of the map. Get in front of the boss. In front of the boss. Let's bring her back to the middle. Next, we're gonna have our look away mechanic. We stop time to a little bit down, a little bit up time. That's right.
The light shall
Get ready to look away. Look away now. It's a donut. Get inside. Inside for a donut.
Moving.
Inside.
You guys inside.
Speed of sound.
Next is light rampant.
Oh boy, fun.
light consume you.
One person to 1D.
So go opposite of your ball. Don't touch other balls.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck. What
Something
happened there?
tapped me.
I don't know what happened. I think you're. I don't know. I'm sorry. I think you went to the wrong one.
I went to the one opposite of me.
Yes. So the way it works, or the way we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
If your orb spawns east, right, you're gonna run west, wait for the cones to go out. You're gonna make your way north. You're gonna go slow. You're not gonna run. You're not gonna run right there and go slow. That way your orb is not going straight. 'Cause if you, let's say if my orb spawns
I
west,
thought we
right?
were doing the other strat to avoid this shit.
What are you talking
No, we
about?
freaking tagged you into the video.
Oh, you gotta watch the video.
The video didn't show you like
Yes, it did. Yes,
walking
it did.
around or
Nope. The
Yeah,
video
it
did.
The video
It
I,
showed you-
I will literally
You have
go
to-
back and
Bug.
rewatch it.
Oh,
We
Watch
watched
the other
that
side of
video.
the
Bug.
Listen, you go east, right? If the orb spawns west, you go east, you wait for the cones to go out, you go south. If you run right away and you go straight to your tower, your
You will
orb's gonna be
hit the
too
ball.
close and it's gonna hit you and you're gonna die. So you want to cut off over here by just going. You make your
Go
way.
to your cardinal, wait before the cone before move.
Your cone goes out and you go to your tower. You don't go straight there. You kind of go to the intercardinal and then you make your way.
You want to make sure your balls dead
So-
ass center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in your cardinal in the tower until the actual things until it's initially resolved. You don't need to sit there and wait there. I mean, so
So, just so we're clear, it's gonna be south goes north, north goes south. Then they're gonna take the closest tower. So if you're south, you're gonna take the south tower. If you're north, you're gonna take the north tower. East is gonna go west. West is gonna go
It
east.
take the north tower and then it killed me, so I'm confused.
East
Yeah,
goes south.
it might
So-
not be bug. It might not be that much stuff.
If you're one of the ones with a ball, east goes south to the south tower, but you want to go slowly because you want to make sure your ball hits the middle, and then go to the south tower. That way, it doesn't hit any of the A,
I'll
B,
try
C.
it again.
Yeah.
And then the
And-
same thing with west. You wanna, if you're west, then you wanna go up to the north tower.
Basically
and-
clockwise.
Yeah.
West, as if it
Just
spawns
wanna-
west or if it spawns east.
Yeah, so you just want to make sure when you do go to your north tower or south tower, you just want to make sure your ball is dead ass in the center. So just watch
So
your ball.
One tip: when you're standing in your tower, you can be in the middle of your tower. You can barely be touching it on the bottom side, which you should be doing. On the
Yeah, so
bottom side, barely in
technically
it.
you can stop right here, watch your ball, and then run to your tower.
Yeah. But again, you don't want to be in the front of the tower because at the front of the tower,
Yeah,
close
like
to
the
door.
marker kind of ends right here, so you want to be like right here. You want to be at the edge of the tower.
Great
And then
mechanic.
when your tower goes off, your orb's
You're
gonna back off.
pull
the
it,
orb. You're gonna explode it
then
where it hits no
Pop
one.
it,
Yeah.
but after the second set of cones, you want to pop
Yeah.
your ball. And then if you have 3 stacks, you watch your stacks. If you have 3 stacks, you go straight to the center.
Feedback, 3 stacks is in your debuff. Your debuff.
Yeah.
You look at your
Yeah,
debuff
yeah.
card, the debuff you have, you look at 3 stacks.
If
I'll
you have
call it out.
4,
I'll
you
take
will
3 stacks, get in.
We go in the
Four
center.
towers.
You will wipe us if you have 4 or more.
Listen, the most important thing is you get these towers down. When you get in your tower, you resolve the second tower. Make sure if you resolve your orb there, we're all dead. Right? So you want to back off with your orb, take it over here. If you're in the tower,
So I'm
Bob,
very
Bob,
confused.
one second, please.
We want to be like right
in your
here.
tower.
Tower.
You take exactly where it is. The first tower, you take it where into markers are. Yep.
And then
Once
you take
the second tower goes off, you're gonna exactly where Nairi is, right there, and right there, and same for the other side. The reason we're doing that is when the people with orbs, they're gonna want to back off from each other, right? When I'm over here with my orb, if you're where that intercardinal marker is, you're gonna hit me with your cone. If you're where the one is, you're not gonna hit me with your cone. So it's the help people
should be around here.
Yes.
Have a lot more room.
What were you saying, Bug? Hello?
Hey.
Bug?
Huh?
Did he DC again?
Did he die?
Is he on mute?
Let me check.
No, he's not.
While we're waiting. I can smell it.
No.
Maybe he had to step off. I don't know.
I'm wondering if he poor connection.
Yeah, maybe. Listen, this is a really hard mechanic though, so it might take us a while to get it. Like, don't feel like we're not getting it. But every time what we need to do is, every time we mess up a mechanic, it's okay to be like, hey, I died.
I'm very confused because while I understand what you're explaining, the video then says if north-south, just scoot straight in tower after cone. So I'm very
exactly. Yeah. So if let's say your orb spawns north, right? I'm gonna run south. I'm gonna avoid the orb that's already there. Don't run into it.
That's exactly what I did. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, but it might have not been you that died. It might have not been you that died though. It might have you might have not killed the whole raid.
Here's the interesting question.
Up, everyone gets an extra stack on their debuff, and we wipe usually.
If somebody else touches the ball, will it explode?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why there's like specific movements.
The way the orbs work is they shrink twice, right? If they don't shrink at all, it will hit. You'll hit someone, you will kill everyone. If it shrinks once, you will give everyone a big damage down and a big amount of like damage, which healers can technically heal through, but it's very hard.
Yeah, it is.
If you shrinks twice, you want to be away from it and run into it. It's still gonna do a little AoE, but it's not a raid wide, just small AoE around you. And the way you resolve it is by having it shrink twice. So, and remember, when you're in your tower, you don't want to take your orb. You want to take your orb outside your second tower, right? The second tower that spawns north and south. So make sure you back off from that tower. I say we run it back and just see how it goes. You know what I mean? We'll just see what happens.
I'm just rewatching the light rampant diagram again.
Oh, you're good. Take your time. When I was saying before, it was like, again, it's a hard mechanic. It might take us a while to get it. Just don't get discouraged. We'll keep going through it. One big thing about progging is like if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. No one's gonna get mad at you for making a mistake. But like I've had times where I've died and I had no idea that. And then we looked at Daruka's VOD and we're like, oh, I messed up. Okay, I realized, my bad. This is how we fix it. You know, it's not a big deal. But so if you mess up and you see messed up, be like, hey, I messed up, my bad. How did I die? You know, if you know how you died, then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But if you don't know how you died, it's better to ask questions then.
I mean, the most important thing is just don't touch the balls.
Unless, yeah. Then you can roast them. It's alright.
But
let's get another run.
Since we have someone running new with us, it's just important to know that the number 4 for 1 for the south tower, and then 2 goes to 3 to the north tower on the second.
Honestly, it's
so
best.
Confusing is the video confuses me because we'll say one thing and then say the other thing on the first half of the strat.
Well, because it explains the A, B, C, D first, and then it explains the orbs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it happens simultaneously. You're just trying to split it up.
Simultaneously. It's just fucking.
It's if you have
the
orbs,
way that it's presented doesn't make it
literally
easy.
What you do, Eagle Eye, right? Eagle Eye cast. You don't need sprint for any other mechanic or any mechanic at all in this fight, right? Any part.
Yeah, this is maybe the best time to sprint.
And go away from your orb, you know. You can run through the tower. As long as
Yeah.
the orb that's falling into the tower isn't like... If you stay in the tower, yeah, you're gonna die when the tower needs to resolve. But you
That's
can
not
run
what I'm
through it.
confused about.
What part?
It's literally the way that the information is presented that is confusing me.
Okay, but what part of that is confusing? What part of the information is confusing? Like,
So the orb and
towers,
the
orb?
tower thing shows the orb people doing two different things.
Because
Yeah,
there's
they
two
are.
different orbs.
Yeah, there's two
that are
different
going
variations,
into
right? You
that
can have north,
tower.
south, you can have east, west. If your orb spawns on north, right? It's the same for south. You just flip it. If your
Yeah.
orb spawns on north, you run south. While you're running south, you just avoid the orb that's already there because there'll be one trailing toward you.
Yeah.
Don't run
You're
into
gonna
that.
be
Or run around
shifted
it.
slightly
You
to
wanna
the
be
Wait
at
right.
the
until the
edge.
cones come out and then get into the tower near you. So if you're north, you run south, wait for cones to go out, then get in your tower.
Mhm.
If
So
you're east, west,
basically,
you have a little more movement.
For the orbs, the easiest position is north and south.
100%.
Which
100%.
makes
The
sense.
harder ones is east and west, because east has to go all the way, or if you get west, you have to go all the way to east. Then you
Know
have
that.
to kind of have to pause here, wait
you
for
have
it to go in the middle,
jerk it a bit.
and
Yeah,
then go in here.
by the way,
Yeah,
when
so
I
east
say
and west
go
are the hardest.
East,
As
right? You
long
don't necessarily have to go all the way east.
no,
Yeah,
so you
that's
just pull it, and then you kind of go here, just to pull it more into the center, and then try to hit your tower before the tower comes down. But north and south are the easiest. Just avoid the ball, and then just stand here, get in the tower, stand there, but more at the edge. You don't want to be in the middle. You want to be more at the edge, on your side. So when you pull your orb, you don't hit each other.
Exactly.
You kind of want to be like one here and then like one here. That way, when you pull it back, you just go here, pull it, snap it, and then if you have 3, you go in the center.
Any questions, or should we get another pull in?
Just more practice, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just
really
itching to
need
go.
see
I
things.
really don't understand.
What happened? I didn't hear what Yer said. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Yer? I don't want to like.
I think it's like more
Air.
Ur.
Ur.
I thought it was air.
Air.
Oh, my name?
Air?
Yeah.
Air. You can just say
Oh,
air.
air. Oh, I thought you were gonna like the last bit.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't hear what you said. If you had a question or not, I didn't hear it.
Oh, I just said I just need to see things.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, this fight is like really bad for uptime for melee DPS, which sucks. But I mean,
So
Yeah.
but hey,
it's fine. I don't know. I want to win Samurai. Wow. Not really.
Endwalker Samurai looks so good.
It does. Remember, guys, we're using our
Oh.
Addle.
who
You're
charged?
using your whatever it's called. Wait, you can use it right
Not
now.
sure why I took that hit, but
Yeah.
okay. This is gonna hurt.
No, you're fine. Oh, you need that. Yeah, perfect. And all you need to do is the fairy. Don't even support. You don't even need to do that.
Spam suck.
Because there's no raid wives after that make us need healing, right? So it's just you just have the region or heal some other time. Unless someone messes up the mechanics, right? Then you might need to heal. But
Shatter.
It's fighting
Biting
fast of us.
yeah, behind it. I'm gonna get
Back
to
that
the
ass
south
up.
side. Then go south.
Ooh.
The boss is gonna turn the middle a second. Your markers. See how that is.
Your blood shall freeze.
Here's the raid buff.
We're looking at West.
East and west.
Did it, your DPS didn't have the markers.
I'm going north.
What the?
Oh, jeez! Oh my god!
Guys, get into the box. Front box. Alvarez Cali.
Kelly.
Oh, okay. Alvarez Air.
You see what I mean?
The light
I
shall
provoked and
usher
he
peace.
fucking ripped
Look
hate
away,
off.
look away,
look away,
look away,
look
look
away.
away. Follow away.
Yeah.
Such
Axe
Right,
run away
yeah.
south. Sorry. East.
Ah, this is gonna hurt.
Peace.
Stay away from boss.
Oh,
Ow.
There's a lot of damage down. That's his light rampant.
Light consume you.
I'm on C.
I'm gonna overheal just so everybody knows I don't know.
That's that one.
Alright.
Better to be
I'm very okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
I get a little confusion with the orb. Is it tower?
Ow.
Okay.
When you have the orb, you have
Oh.
to go to the second tower.
Yeah, so I think air. I don't know where your orb spawned from. You want to make sure you're not in the intercardinal when the first coins are coming out.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, so like I don't know where your orb came from. Actually, Daruk, are you streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what I did wrong. I know. Wait at the center. I went to an orb before a tether had actually appeared.
Oh no. So okay, yeah. So wait in the center. Once you get the orb, then you move to the opposite cardinal. Right? If it spawns north, go south. If it's south, go north. East, you go west. So it's opposite side.
Okay.
Wait, if my orb spawns in AC. Wait, what?
Give me a second.
Yeah. Because if it spawns like on the 2, you're gonna go to the 4. The 4 is then south.
Yeah, so orbs only spawn in the cardinal direction. They'll never spawn on the intercardinals. They'll never spawn on A, B, C, D. They'll spawn 1, 2, 3, 4. We have
Pretty much rotating clockwise, right? So if you got the east and west side, on the right as soon as the AOE pops, then you start moving slowly to your to either the north or south. Yeah.
Okay, so I
Sorry.
actually did do that mechanic right for once.
Woo!
Daruk, I'm gonna pop your stream up just so I can
Yep.
look at the VOD as we go.
Just right click your echo.
Hmm?
Just right click your echo.
Wait,
What?
Daruk, can you link your stream?
Don't actually do
hold
it.
on.
Actually, I think I'm following. I can find you there.
Don't actually.
Oh,
do
it's
it.
if you right click my name on the on Discord, if you see it purple, I'm streaming. So
I found you.
yeah, and then just go click watch stream.
Wow,
It'll
have more
automatically.
viewers than MTQ. Wow. That's way too.
Yeah, Dar, I was joking, by the way. Don't actually right click your echo. They'll turn it off. Make it a lot harder.
I don't even know what you mean though.
Control. Yeah, that's why the moment I realized you didn't know what I meant, I was like, I need to tell you not to actually do it now.
Okay, I'm
Right.
looking at...
Before you actually do it.
Alright.
It happened though, it's like, I provoked
You know what?
and
I'm
he
not
stole
gonna lie. I
aggro off
can't see
me.
anything. I can't see anyone.
Hmm.
There you go. I wasn't looking.
You would stoke the fires of conflict.
Alright, you get ready to use Addle and use your Addle or your construction.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the first thing.
Yeah, it's really important though, because that allows the healers to not have to do UC. I mean, they wouldn't have to do anything. We'll slowly regen it, but there's no raid wipe for a while.
Shatter.
In front of it, go north and northeast. Go north, in between the green ones. So yeah, the green.
Alright, and we move. And then center stage.
Yeah. So the boss will return center no matter what. So like if you're cast, you can like just cast and move inside your
Your
stage.
blood shall freeze.
So in that circumstance, it's just better to stand there and do your rotation.
North south.
Tell Tumpy. Oh, good lord.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah, so I think, wait, how did we have before? Was it healers on A?
Zombie. Healer's on B.
no. Read it as east-west, and I stood there.
So
I think
tank.
I confused people.
Tanks A, healers B, DPS is CD. Yeah.
My bad. Thank you.
There's a problem.
I think that
Oh.
another one. So right there, when she returns to the middle, she'll do an AOE, and so when she's doing that AOE, you can pre-position towards C and D as a DPS, and tanks can go toward A, healers toward B, just to see if you get the marker. That way, when you get the marker, you don't have to do a lot of movement, right? Especially as a healer or like a caster like myself, I don't want to be moving when I can be casting, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of want to already be on that marker or toward that marker, right? And you don't want to be on top of it because you want to see who has the marker.
And then to be familiar with the actual like mechanics, what you're looking for, just watch the floor. The first two big circles she puts on the floor, those are the directions you're gonna go. So it could be either north, south, or east or west, and that's where you're gonna back. So it's gonna be the first big old circles that she puts on the floor.
Yep.
And then obviously it's whatever one you're closest to is what you're gonna go
Close behind her can I get?
to. Not close enough.
Oh my god, Yoko, you almost killed me. You just covered my screen and I almost walked off the edge.
Looks like you're just gonna like.
I don't know how I was doing it before. My damage before was so nice.
You would stoke the fires of
I know. I'm like. Now that Nairi isn't another bard, it's like throwing off my rotation.
Session.
Huh?
Oh, I forgot these addles.
God.
But it's a huge, it's a huge. Honestly, still all you really need is your character. There's no very much options for a while, so.
Where's the main tank? Thank
Yoko.
you.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
Fine. North? Go north.
Diving. North.
Northwest?
West.
It's in the green mirror. It's in the green mirror. Here we go.
Oh shit! My brain farted! So bad, you have no idea.
It's fine. Now get towards your marker. Get towards C and D if you're DPS.
And then me and Kelly by B.
Yep.
And then it's gonna be east, west.
Go right.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh no!
Oh, I died.
Why did that hurt as bad as it did?
Technically, it's best to top everybody off, but
Is it?
yeah,
If you want to do it, you can.
survive 100%. It's best to top everybody with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, so like.
Shit.
Should I be an Astro?
the light
No,
shall
of
usher
course.
in
Yeah, we can back out really quick.
It's fine.
Like, if you're more comfortable with Astro, we can
Yeah.
do Astro.
They're getting Pelia.
No, I mean like, cause so that we could actually have like 2 different types of like, who's gonna experiment with something.
I'm very confused here.
All right, let's go back in.
Okay.
Up, DC.
Nope, he's in the house.
Nope, DC.
Nope, in the house.
Everyone repair your gear.
Nope,
No, I'm
DC'd.
okay.
I'm currently crashed.
Oh.
I reseed. Question about the ice dropping mechanic.
Yep.
So for those who don't get the AOE initial AOE markers, which way do they want to be blasted by Heavenly Strike?
So it doesn't matter which way you go.
You know where the markers first spawn?
Yeah.
That's
You
where.
want to be in between the 2 markers in front of that marker, because that's the one that's gonna pop off first.
You're gonna get like A, and then you're gonna get like
So,
B.
if it spawns
so-
north and south first, you want to be like
B.
what, tanks
So-
and stuff.
See the
Yeah.
circle spawn on this side or this side. You're gonna go from here to your little markers, and then you're gonna go here for the pushback. So it's gonna be where the big circle.
You're basically going to the side that's closer to you and where the marker, the AOE first spawned.
Yeah.
So
And the
she's
most
gonna.
important thing is you're gonna have trailing AoEs after, right? So
Yeah.
you get pushed. It doesn't matter which group you get pushed, right? If everyone's going, like you can go north or south. Let's say if it spawns, spawns north, south, you can go either one. Just
It
make sure
doesn't-
when you run on the outside, and if you know, let's say you see the other DPS who also didn't get the initial AOE, you can
Yeah.
say going south, and they'll say, "Oh, I'm going north," and you just split up, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to just
Yep.
yeah.
Who left?
So the ones I get that is
Kelly.
the DPS didn't get this marker.
Kelly.
Okay. Okay. So if you do get the marker,
You stand on C and D, so one DPS here, one DPS here, and then it does the big old pushback AoEs right here, and then depending on what she drops,
Callie's DCing.
she's either
Oh,
gonna drop
jeez.
right here and right here, and then the next ones will be here and here, and then basically the first ones she drops are what's gonna go off first. So this is gonna go off as we reposition, so it's gonna be empty. So then that's where the pushback's gonna be. It's gonna be where the first big circles are.
right? And if you don't get the marker, one of the initial
No.
markers, you want to be away from the group, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
So no matter what, you want to go with the group. Like if we're doing the pushback right here, you want to be with your group that you are closest to. It could be either one. It could be west or east or north or south, whichever one. But what you're gonna do is after the pushback, you're gonna be pushed all the way over here, and then as soon as it hits and does the big old hit,
I'll call out, like, maybe I'll go north and you go south, and then
Yeah,
I'll
so
just slowly move out. Yeah.
everybody else is gonna go straight back to the center. You're gonna run outwards and then just run a lap around the map, because you're gonna get it's gonna hit twice onto you. But if you just keep running like a little lap around the map, you'll dodge it and it won't hit nobody.
Thank you.
Things you don't know because you decide to tank this fight.
And then, so immediately after that, there's gonna be, what was it, the like the axe or the scythe kick, right? Immediately after that.
So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
you-
That was the one that
You know
keeps
the
getting me.
pushbacks?
Yeah. After the
I'm
pushback
not
stuff.
pushback. Yeah, so after the pushback, she's gonna do the big blinding thingy. You know, she's too shiny, so you can't look at her. And
I mean,
then
there's something in between the pushback part and that. Like, she's gonna do one more move.
So she does the hit. So it's gonna be either biting or it's gonna be driving, and it's the same
yeah.
exact mechanic. So driving is in front of her, biting is behind her. Biting is a bigger AoE, so you want to be dead ass behind her because it's a small cone. And then if it's driving, you're kind of okay to kind of sort of be on the sides, but still be behind her because it's a smaller cone.
Isn't driving in front of her?
Yes, so driving's in front of her. So you want to go in front of her, and then biting, go behind her. And then
No. Biting is right in front.
No,
Because,
I mean-
because. Oh well, where do you end up at? Yeah. You're right. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
The safe zones, you mean?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
So just go behind.
And the way you know which one it is, it's the one that she didn't do at first.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
She'll alternate.
Yeah.
And then after that, she's too shiny, so don't look at her. And then she's either gonna do the scythe, which is her, and if it's axe, you want to run all the way as far as you can from her. Usually, typically, you want her in the center because then you just run to the outer ring. If she's not in the center, like say for whatever reason she's positioned on the west, you just want to run east. If she's positioned towards the north, just run south. You just want to be far away from her so that you don't get kicked.
And
that's
then light rampant.
Light rampant, yeah.
Light rampant.
Which is the fun part that everybody has to learn.
Yeah.
Which that one we like when people are like, oh, I messed up, I don't understand. That way we can just run through it again, try and clear up the confusion, and then learn from there.
I kind of want a Dragoon, but I don't know if, like, is Dragoon even a good class?
You're gonna
It is.
jump off the maps all the time?
Abilities.
I'm gonna do Lancer next after I'm done with Sam. Or I'm gonna do Dark Knight and then Lancer.
I think Dancer sounds really fun.
Dancer is fun.
I see Fluffy play it, and I don't know, he just, like, he's always moving everywhere.
Just
Anyone know how Bard is these days?
Bard?
They
They always
the best.
They nerf it.
Are you all ready? Or...
I think Kali's not
Callie's still
Outside.
DC'd, yeah.
Ah, okay, sure.
I
How
thought
many
Bog.
games did you do?
Okay, it doesn't show in the thing. That's why.
Uh,
I think Samurai looks really fun. Like that class looks like so fun, and you're so like I don't know.
Yeah.
So much damage.
I'm excited to see new Bard because it just looks interesting. It looks like we could play more than one song, and that's
Yeah.
kind of exciting for me.
Eight, right? This one, or-
It forces you to play all 3 songs, and then after that you do like one ultimate move or something like that. What it look like?
Doing the Songbird,
Yeah.
so
I
that looks
got pizza.
yum.
Oh.
Pineapple
Speaking of-
pizza.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mushroom pizza.
Mm.
Can we talk about how my HP is casually just 50 points away from being fucking 200k?
Mm.
Why is it so low?
That's because they're doing the eye level nerf young. That's why it's so low.
Grab you.
So, should I red mage? Should I? Maybe.
If you go
Sure,
hard
like,
into
I
getting
I
better
really
gear
want to
right now.
Would you be okay doing red mage?
I can try, yeah.
So like the opener is just at 15 seconds. You use your acceleration
Wait,
And
which
5
opener are
seconds.
we talking about?
for red mage.
There's like 3 of them.
Okay, well the opener I'm doing is
Okay.
acceleration. I do ver thunder, ver arrow into pot,
Mm. Into
and then
pot.
you just do ver thunder.
Oh, shoot. Hold on, let me.
Sorry, then you do ver fire,
map
ver
that in.
thunder into embolden, and then I do fletch. Then I do ver stone into ver arrow into contra, and I dash. Actually, I'm sorry, you don't dash. That's where you would use your addle. Actually, I'm sorry.
Mm.
That's how you use your addle. But just do whatever you feels right. You know.
Mm.
I'm sure you know what to do. You're probably better than that, so I don't know.
Too excited, young?
I'm just trying. I don't know if like.
Well, I'm excited.
What?
In
What?
6.0, you're gonna have like 12 finishers as a red mage.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
6.0, my paladin's gonna get fucking 3 more on top of its finisher.
I like red mage how it is now. I don't really think it needs a lot more. It's fine.
It's getting more. It's getting like an AOE finisher.
Yeah.
Well, several AOE finishers actually, because for Holy and for Flare becoming AOEs too.
Wait, where did my? Oh, there we go.
I'm more excited about being able to do 3 melee combos in a row.
So what do you mean?
Hey, you know the
Oh,
best
yeah.
change of them all?
Already?
What?
You can shield lob without breaking your combo.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I love it. Finally, projectiles don't break combos.
Oh, that's good.
It's awful for Samurai, because if you do the backdash, your projectile is stronger.
Yep.
But you're not gonna break your friggin' combo for that shit.
I mean, to be fair.
Is that ever even worth using? I guess sometimes it for mechanics.
I mean, like, if you have to stand there for a GCD, it's extra damage. It's
Yeah.
never worth it to break the combo.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I
The
was
way
saying
it works currently,
yeah.
you're not gonna have to worry about this in 6.0, but the way it works currently is if your combo's gonna fall off anyway, you may as well use it. But if it's not worth breaking the combo.
Exactly.
No, what I was gonna say is that, you know, like the backstep, or is it called backstep, where you jump back?
Oh no, that. I mean,
You would use that
it
when
has
like
fringe uses, but in most cases, it's also if the distance it covers, you can also just run.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is right there,
It
like
just kind of depends.
okay, so it's right there in that fight when you're using like on the first mirrors, right? When they do, let's say they do driving, right? If the shit is driving, you can just get in front, stay in front of the boss, keep hitting it, and when the first driving goes out, just keep hitting it, keep hitting her, and then like dash back into the safe zone, right? Like you technically could do that for uptime, right? Or not really. It's kind of like
It's
not
more
that far
useful for positioning than.
for uptime.
I've done some crazy uptime optimizations using the backdash.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying in 9 out of 10 times it's more useful for
Oh
positioning.
no.
Like the dodge mechanic you're saying?
Not really dodge, but more like Air said, like set up a position for uptime. It's not really useful as a dodge.
Okay.
It doesn't quite cover the distance that like the red mage or Dragoon backdash does.
Oh, the Nairi and Yoko did.
10 yalms.
Or do something in
They
the
said
ge-
they picked us.
I gotta do something really quick.
Cause I always forget that you could get item level 525 gear in Zandor.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna check. That's what says Bondo went.
Check your silver coins. It's
Yes,
6
anyone
for
needs-
the
I
normal
have a
pieces,
lot.
and then like 9 for the chest and pants.
It's silver or platinum coin.
Platinum.
If anyone needs any 510 gear, okay, let me know. I can help you make it.
I can cause I have some augmented fucking Neo Ishgard on my shit.
How's your jewelry looking? I think
Here, let me
jewelry.
go to the market board really quick.
520 except for one, which is 490. So I'm gonna probably just get
What class
a
are you looking at, Nairi?
healer. My healer's not great.
Let me check the market board really quick.
The only thing that has me at 511 item level is because I got the augmented top, which is 530.
I don't mind spending young skill.
Gosh.
Welcome back.
Well, I have gear. I mean, not gear. I have Boja stuff that I can turn in for gear. So I can
If you already
upgrade.
have stuff, you may as well just do it back.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
525, but if you have anything like a jewelry, that's like jewelry you can't get 525. I don't think at least.
Yeah.
From Bojo. Right, so. I think
Yeah,
only
that's the
590.
only thing is the ring. The ring is like 490. The rest are 520, I think.
Fix that really quick.
Yeah, Bob, you can buy it.
Can I borrow some gil, young?
Oh, I'm broke, sorry.
So am I, that's what I'm asking.
You broke? What?
Well, I'm broke. I'm too broke to get Wagner. I can't afford that. I'm poor.
Mailing it to you, by the way, Nairi.
What do you mail me?
A thing.
The ring.
A ring? Okay.
If anybody would be nice, I would actually like need a belt, pants, and feet for my healer.
Sure.
Is it pants? Can I afford pants? Healing. Nice.
Young has the mats, you can craft it. He has the. I need to get that super macro off you, by the way.
Off me?
For the mats and stuff. Because I'll just like gather mats on mass for people who need free.
I hate the fact that I need a belt.
I don't remember what my
So, did people leave, or what's up?
No, that's fine.
They went in the Poja to check for blade gear.
Oh yeah, because the stuff you get from Dell gives you 525 gear.
Honestly, I don't feel like making that. I can make that. I don't feel like that. I'll buy it for you.
How about a belt? I need a belt.
Alright, who needs a belt?
Me and Kelly.
For healer, both of you are healers?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, pants, feet.
Exclamation point!
Alright. Belt.
Pants and the feet.
I can't hear it at all.
I will get the pants and the feet, young.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I'll try to get the pants and the feet.
Oh my
You got everything.
I bought 2 belts. Anything else you need, Kelly?
Pants and feet.
I look for
Pants.
He has that. Bach has that.
I need you to get the shoes.
Yeah.
I'm a little short.
Yeah.
Little short.
Is the ring?
My God, Callie, you shut your mouth before you finish that joke.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like, not that.
Oh, that's all I need.
Where's Callie?
What should I put on a healer?
Thank you.
Oh, there you are. I have a lot of material because I don't meld things. So I never know what to do. So I can meld my 525.
For white mage crit.
Crit.
Isn't that piety?
Yo, technically you only put piety if mana's a problem, which it isn't.
Okay.
In my opinion, except I think for ultimates, then I would maybe put it. Then
Yeah, I think
because of,
ultimates they have one healer needs piety.
Other than that,
White
fine.
mages never run out of MP. They never run out of MP.
You shouldn't anyway.
Maybe you're using some special.
No, I mean, like, you have lucid dreaming, you have a size, you have thin air.
Wait, you can use lucid dreaming on white mage?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I thought those were
Dreaming on healers.
Any magic cast, anyone that uses MP as a resource has lucid dreaming.
So just throw Chris on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, what about Dark Knight, huh? What about Dark Knight?
Yeah, they have blood weapon.
Not lucid dreaming.
I mean, it's basically lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreaming with
Oh,
black.
it isn't? You have to GCD.
Exactly.
You got GCD anyway for your combos anyway, so it's passive.
Alright.
My rotation
Everyone's
probably
ready?
sucks.
Ready?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just go back to Bard.
Wait. Can I see what you're doing?
I'm forgetting like everything that you taught me.
Oh.
Me?
No, yeah. Oh.
Okay, so when you're with your opener, you start out with like when the fight really starts, like about to start, like 5 seconds, pop up acceleration, then jolt ready, and you move in.
No, so
You start popping
I would
everything.
do acceleration at 15 seconds in the countdown, and then you at 5 seconds you use your long pass, right? Your long, I think it's for thunder, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for arrow, I usually pot. You don't have to pot. And like every time you use your ability, you have two. You have time to interleave 2 things. What's the pot? That's always one. But
I might mess up the timing on the Ver Thunder or Ver Arrow.
the 5 seconds.
I have an idea what you're
Red
talking
Mage.
about, but like I'm like, oh no.
Look, what's more important is you just hit buttons and do your, like, at least attempt to do your rotation.
Yeah, as long as they're in close, it's fine.
You don't have to do your opener perfectly.
But it'll help everybody if I do.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
of
not
course it
really.
would.
Well, not at the moment, only because right now we're dying to we are dying to mechanics.
Now, if you had a summoner, that would be a little easier, to be honest.
Like if we were losing to a DPS tech, that would be different.
I'll mess around with Summoner later.
After the 6.0 update.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
everything you know right now that you learn is not going to be applicable later.
I know, no, yeah, right.
I think we're good.
So the things that are staying after
Oh,
the
we need more healer, we
6.0
need more healer.
update, you have Geese, you have Physics,
Oh, well.
you have
can you keep it here?
Resurrection.
Why is physics still there?
Because someone debated with Yoshi P about keeping it, and they're keeping it. Like,
About what?
apparently it was a hot debate.
Buff the
What?
healing.
I thought resurrection was a hot debate, not physics.
It was physic too. It was physic too. But yeah, resurrection was one of the hot
You may as well
topics.
just get rid of Resurrection.
Ali, switch to healer.
Oh, right.
We can start.
There's no point to physics.
There isn't any point to it. I agree.
Look at all this healing I'm doing.
Look at all these chickens.
900!
Fog, switch to your class, please.
900! You healed me for 900 HP.
How dare you?
How much? What percentage of my
There's
HP pool even is that? No,
Like,
it doesn't even
you
matter. It doesn't even matter. I'm a melee DPS. My HP doesn't matter. The tanks does.
Oops.
I mean, you just help heal the tank. I literally had someone at level 80 doing that. He's like, please stop healing me and just DPS.
I have really bad gear, but I hope it's alright.
Wait.
We have Super Echo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter that much.
Bad gear as you're in like 520, 525 with a 535 weapon.
Oh, I forgot I had
You're
that
pretty
move.
much good for the next expansion.
I don't have crit on my belt. I don't have crit on my.
Okay, Young.
I don't have
It
crit on my
doesn't
body.
matter.
I have 520 jewelry.
Young, it doesn't matter. Your substats are already way above what they were for
All right.
the
But
tier
when
it
I'm
was
not,
current.
when I'm not, you know, top parts. Because of that.
Young, you aren't clearing if you're fishing for purses.
Exactly.
Did you
man.
do
I'm one
stupid
person.
shit fishing for purses?
Like I'm not resolving mechanics, pretty much.
Yeah,
who back-
not
who
resolving
now?
mechanics, sacrificing the ninja.
Can we start?
Please.
Okay.
You're the one that,
Ye-
like,
Oh no, you're.
Ed,
That's what it is.
let's go.
I thought it was fog.
oh,
No, I did the thing, and then
it was
one person
Nairi.
didn't accept.
blame
Oh.
Nairi.
Ah,
My kid
Super mom
running
here.
right now at Superfood.
Super mom here.
Now, did you make dino nuggets or would you make?
Pizza. She's gonna want
Nairi,
tacos.
Nairi, you
Oh, I
say
see.
not.
Dino nuggies. I want dino nuggies.
So
Nice.
dinosaur nuggets are only good if you're getting the Purdue brand.
Nairi,
Back.
you
Yes.
respond to your child not now, sweetie. Mommy's spell cleaving.
And she'd be like, whatever, and go back to the room.
mommy's inner releasing.
All right. Everyone remember where they
She's
are.
married to Yoko. I feel like there's something to release.
Okay, just really quick, focus.
Everyone remember
Yeah.
where they are on their, you know, their west, north, southeast for the part after like pass it.
Yes, I am north, I think.
Okay. All right, it's fine. All right, let's.
And then
let's
I'm
go.
light party 1.
I know that I'm with you,
You're
young.
like party west. Yep,
When do I
you're west.
acceleration and when do I Earth Thunder?
At 15 seconds, I'm gonna count down, and when I count down, you use acceleration.
Birth
I'll do
Thunder
count-
at 5 seconds.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Cool.
All right, at 15 you do it, right? So 3 seconds.
Oh shit, I'm a Dark Knight on accident.
Or better, when
Do it now.
it counts to 4, that's when you
Acceleration
start
now.
casting Birth
Accelerate
Thunder.
now.
Down.
So right now.
Accelerate. You need to accelerate already.
Fools. You would stoke the fires of conflict.
In the bubble for a few moments, please.
No.
Whoa! What the heck? Just killed me. The shit.
Bubble, Kron.
Your bubble didn't do shit, motherfucker.
It's what happens when you barely got your leg out.
And got my toesy woesies. Really? Biting ass.
Southwest. I'm southeast. Southeast, I'm sorry. I'm bad with directions.
East. I fucked you, man. East.
Oh my god, that actually got me. What the fuck? Ah.
Oh,
Hey, we're just working out the kinks.
Oh, don't attack yet. Okay, now you can.
Okay.
okay. On B.
Weast.
On B. There you go. So, east or west?
Oh, that's not B.
Oh my god.
Kelly. There you go. Good,
Ah.
good. And then it's gonna go webam. Kelly, you went too
Garter.
soon.
Ouch.
If I could offer some advice,
What?
you have a few seconds of invuln after you raise.
I know that.
when
up.
when
Focus
you
up.
aren't healed after that falls off, then you are right to blame the healers.
Alright, just focus up. Sorry.
The light
Whew.
shall usher in.
Get ready to look away.
I'm not equipped for this, guys.
Such
Okay.
impudence.
Run away, all the way to the edge.
Isn't double slap supposed to have happened by now?
It did happen.
I didn't see it.
He involved it.
Oh,
Light
that's probably why I
consume
didn't
you.
even notice it.
Alright,
Like
focus up.
rampant.
Okay, please.
Oh god.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So I got
Oh
Fine.
no. Oh no.
So why I have an orb right now?
Yeah,
Ow.
no.
Ow.
Dario was dead.
Woo.
Yeah, so for that mechanic, it's almost impossible to do, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
A tank wasn't at A, so I had to take A.
You think in 6.0 we'll be skipping light rampant?
No.
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 Too soon.
I also had even though there was a take on A, I also had orb and the tower. So kind of cursed.
Yeah.
15 seconds. You gotta use-
Just really quick, Nairi. Can you
Yeah.
be a little more aggressive with the healing dots?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like Medica to whatnot.
Conflict.
Yeah.
If everyone's really low, it's better to just spam.
In the bubble.
It's fine.
Okay, thank you.
I don't die from
Okay, what happened?
that.
It's an AoE.
So I'm the tank now. I don't know how that happened, so I'll just assume responsibility.
Shatter.
Alright, left face.
Northwest.
Yep.
Shit.
And then northeast.
Alright, center stage.
Holy shit.
Your blood shall freeze.
Pink Buster, Pink Buster. After this, if you want.
Well,
Going east and west. East and west.
don't move yet. Ah!
Oh shit! I didn't.
Behind the boss. If we want to bring him like toward the middle, just make it easier for people
Now.
Well, I would.
Double slap is
Air
up.
was kind of dead
Oh.
in the middle,
Yeah.
so I couldn't exactly run in there.
That was my bad.
No, it's not your fault.
The light shall usher in peace.
I'm just explaining to Young why I didn't do the tank job.
Yeah, as soon as it hits, then you could go towards the middle. But because you weren't heavy, you were one of the DPSs that had to run around the ring because you
Yeah.
get the explodey bits.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
Wait,
run
how
it
did
back.
I'm confused. My
Huh?
tank stance has been off this entire time. How did I pull hate off Yoko?
Okay, then.
Did you shirk me, Yoko?
No, I did.
You said no.
Let's
The fuck?
go!
How did I pull hate?
Let's go.
I
Let's
didn't
go!
have tank stance on. My gear
Do
isn't
that.
that drastically better.
Ruka, at 15 seconds, you use it. So use it now. Use your acceleration now.
Anyway,
Yep.
your gear is technically.
Thank you.
No, wait. Average it.
I'm
Then
Four.
at 5.
Better on 4. In
Better
case
on
the
4.
tanks pull late.
Focus. You would stoke the fire.
In the bubble.
I'm trying!
Okay, that's
wise
good enough.
word of Dr. Strangelove ends the bubble.
That peanut bubble was there. What? What worked out anyway? I don't know. I took myself damage now. I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, Durga, for that raid ride. Always use Adel.
It's gonna be northeast.
Driving. Oh shit. Fuck! I got distracted by something.
Over more.
Oh my god. Fucking.
It's okay. Your sacrifice will be remembered.
Who the fuck are these?
Shall free.
With all this gibberish mumbo jumbo. Alright, north south, I think. Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
For Kelly, you want to be you're kind of
Oh, I went the wrong way. Like hella. My bad.
You know what? Fuck it. Follow me, Shiva. We're going off together.
She's like,
Yeah,
no.
my bad.
She didn't follow me. I was trying to let the light
You
in.
sliced the kid! Anyway.
Now remember, Daru, no looking while she changes.
Hey,
no,
wait,
you-
before we start. Wait, cancel that really quick. Larry, can you use Medica too?
Right now?
Right now. I'm testing something out.
Okay.
You don't need to.
Oh, okay. Let's go do it like this.
Okay.
Yeah, regen stack, by the way.
Mhm.
Didn't know. I know that if you have
Shields
two.
don't stack very well. Regens do though.
Yeah. I usually
Alright,
do that.
let's go with this.
When I'm
Although they may
struggling with
change
the
that
healer.
6.0,
All
I
the
don't,
time.
to make it so you may want to have a barrier healer and a pure healer.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. It
Like
ain't
in
November
dungeons, if I have a sticky thing, I do regen and medica. Like it looks like I'm overhealing the whole party, but it's because I'm overhealing the fucking thing.
Always good to overheal the tank.
People are like, you're overhealing. I'm like, no, I'm not. Did you not see that tank almost die? I'm overhealing you, yeah, not the tank.
Honestly, in that situation though, it would be better to just use like a regular regen.
I do.
Northwest.
Northwest.
Driving northwest.
Well, if I play really sketchy tank and my regen isn't working and they're dying too much, then I do medica with regen.
Well, at that point, you just gotta tell the tank pull less.
Yeah. Well,
And if the
tanks
king
think they know
handles
more.
single pull, then it's like tell him get better gear.
Shall free.
Then they tell me that I'm a bad
Get to your
healer.
markers. Put your markers.
Yeah, B Kelly.
Healers B, right?
Yeah.
We-
B Kelly. Yeah. East or west?
East.
West or west? You guys come to me.
If you're DPS and you didn't get the marker,
Okay.
run to the outer ring.
Yeah, Air, come back to me.
Move now.
I'm going north.
You want to res air? Too?
Yeah.
Behind?
Ooh, what? No way.
I'm all powerful.
Double slap incoming.
Sure.
I got clipped.
The
Oh wait, I
light shall
forgot.
usher
You have the
Look
invuln
away,
to
look away,
heal
look
you.
away. Look away.
Lucky bastard.
Kelly, can you get Dario?
Yo, wait.
impudence.
Get out, get out, get
Move,
out.
move, move.
Get out.
Oh.
Alright.
Tank privilege.
What doesn't kill you?
Thank you.
Like,
What doesn't kill me only makes you weaker. That's
Alright,
not
Rampart.
Uh-oh, I got a chain.
Alright, Kelly, you're gonna have a ball.
Alright.
Which ball am I?
Look out.
Wait, what the fuck?
There you go. Okay, Kelly, go on to the south.
Wait, what the fuck? Nothing tethered to me. I was like, what the fuck happened?
I got two
I'm-
for you.
I just
What
see
the
all the
fuck?
people running
I'm gonna watch the
orbs
stream
on
to
my
see what
end.
happens now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did anyone,
Um,
any of the ones with the
you didn't-
like the tower?
Yeah,
people?
so...
Yeah, somebody got two
okay.
tethers.
Yeah, the issue
People
is that
were
Dario didn't
dead.
get... Daru didn't get rezzed quick enough.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I couldn't do it.
so
And I tried to do
My,
it, but then my NP was like low.
basically,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Okay, so
I think
I
we're
would
good
say-
on DPS. So
Well, here's the thing.
I think we should just have the Swift stay for reses, except for Daru. If
Well,
you're DPS,
see,
use your
the
Swifts.
problem is that I had already raised,
Oh,
so mine was on cooldown. Yeah.
Here's
And
what
then
I'm
I tried to do a hard
Let me
res,
swap
but
back to
I had to
Bard.
look away.
Let me just
Daru?
swap back.
Keep, if we're gonna keep, like,
question.
if people need calls to mechanics, it's fine. But let's try and clear comms. 'Cause I'm seeing people get hit by mechanics we shouldn't get hit by, which is okay. Just if we need comms, we need comms.
Yeah.
But let's try and clear comms during the raid, because then
Alright, quick
I don't want
question.
to do the same
So-
raid over and over again because we can't communicate.
Do you
Okay.
have any allegory?
I might. No, actually, I probably don't have any.
Alright, I'll go ahead and mages.
Not enough to buy anything, I think.
Daru? Come with me for a second.
What?
I need to borrow some
Yo,
heal,
yo.
Nairi.
God damn it.
I'm good.
Oh,
Oh,
All I need is just maybe a top, and that's it.
and a ring.
he's good.
I'm good on the
I know he's
ring.
good.
Or whatever.
But he's
Well,
my
the
friend.
ring's not gonna do anything. It's
Yeah.
because he has
Let's just
a 5
go!
already.
Shit! Enough of this prepping. I just want action.
Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna say though, like please before the raid, talk as much as you want, ask questions. During the raid,
Mhm.
try and keep comms relatively clear just so we can communicate stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean you can talk during there, don't not talk. Just like if you see something like call, like you say east west, call out, north south, but like it's hard. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to hear people talking or like calling stuff out if everyone's talking at the same time and talking over each other.
Okay. Also, Nairi, can
Mhm.
you like Esna the tank? I've been having to do that like twice.
Oh yeah,
already.
sorry. I'm relearning.
Yeah, I'll have Nairi tank.
I know.
Nairi has a level 80 gunbreaker.
That's scary. That's scarier than fucking
Well,
Kiwi.
Nairi,
Well, this is a good way to learn how to tank.
perfect. Yeah, perfect.
This is how everyone learns how to become a good tank, is you go into your first hard content, and you fucking eat that tank buster and just die.
Not this time, Window.
I mean, the only thing I've been forgetting is the Asuna. But it's because I've been picking up Daru or Air. So I've been prioritizing raising rather than Asuna.
I want to try healing. I've never healed this. I want to see.
You want me to tank? Are you
Buddy.
crazy?
Take the tank.
No. Nairi is gonna stay healer. You are gonna swap with me, Callie.
Oh, I'm all like, dude, I'm not prepared
Who wants
for
to
that. I got okay gear, but I'm not prepared. I've never played.
All right. Who's tanking? Callie's tanking. Callie and Yoko.
Maybe I shouldn't. I just looked at my eye level and it's like,
Your else probably fine. We're just progress.
Your eye level's
We're
fine.
not clearing this.
5 is
It doesn't
not
matter.
much different than doing it when it was current. I hate to break it to you.
What happened?
And also, it's like a 485 weapon. That is, well, possible. It's still like,
Well, the thing is that it
You'll
doesn't really
be
matter because of, like, your
fine.
damage right now. We're not clearing that, right? We're just
Whoa.
trying to get.
Yeah.
it's gonna be the on a class I know that I can deal damage with.
Okay.
White mage.
Look, if Nairi wasn't a white mage, I'd be white mage right now.
Okay, I'm gonna try out this for a moment, but yeah.
Oh wow. Bonus. of
Just
100.
right click the echo.
All right, keep comms relevant. Remember that.
Nairi, can you do the call outs?
I can try. I'm very bad at directions though, so you might want to do those ones. I will say west and east.
Use your troubadour in a second. Use it now.
Wings out.
Through the door now, please.
Got it.
Awesome. Go south. South first, and go south. South now. We get ready to move southwest. Move now. I'm married, party.
Okay. Charlie can put deep
Your blood shall freeze.
for area.
Alright.
We.
Kelly, yeah. Go, yeah, right there.
East west, east west.
East west. Have to push back to stay on your markers.
I'll be going southeast.
Wait for it. Alright, people not marked, go left or right. Away from each other. Feel. In front of her.
Nope.
In front of her.
My bad.
Tank Buster.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The light shall usher in peace.
Look away.
Such impudence.
You want to be under her hitbox?
Hey, that's survived.
Light
Light
consume
ramp
you.
up. Tanks on A, healers on B, CPS CD. That's the box.
No boy.
Kelly, you got a ball.
go.
Go opposite. There's Kelly the south.
Uh-oh.
Right. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, you're good. Stay right there.
Don't move, stop moving.
Stay right there. Okay, pull your balls back.
Bog, you good?
God
So,
damn it, bro.
one thing that I don't know.
I turned around like, what the fuck?
My controller literally died and I was trying to turn it back on.
I look
Alright,
at
so real quick.
everybody, I'm like, oh, perfect. You guys are doing great. And then I look and I just see Bog.
Air, one thing. When you
Yeah.
have those tethers to people, you can't
You just
move
stay right here,
because
yeah.
so it's the reason we don't move is because there's you get two different tethers, right? One of them is a tether where if you're too far apart from the person, it'll blow up and like kill everyone. The other one is if you're too close to someone, it'll blow up and kill them. So if you move in any direction, you have a very high chance of blowing one of those up and just wiping the raid. So you want to wait. Once the second tower is resolved, your tether will go away, and that's when you adjust. Let's say if you were on D, you would adjust a little more north, right? That's what you would do. Like, yeah, exactly where Diary is.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
So every time I've researched this, I've seen you have to make an hourglass.
Yeah, so there's
so
different
that's the
strategies.
system. Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the Sharingan, which is a really good strategy for uptime. We're doing is I think it's called Ilya,
Ilya.
which is an
Ilya's
okay
good.
strategy. Our strategy is worse for uptime, but better just for clearing the mechanic. It's easier to understand because you have 4 people who essentially don't really do anything, right? So you have
Okay.
4 people who have to do mechanics, and 4 people who can just sit there and just slightly adjust north and south accordingly, right? You do lose
Okay, so
uptime
the-
if you're melee DPS, which sucks, or tanks or casters, but
No, I'll take consistency over performance.
Yeah.
yeah.
So typically you're just gonna be here. Same thing with C, and then the second one you're gonna be right here.
Okay,
Right.
so the box is acceptable.
Yeah. So as long as you're where you know how it disappears for the second time, you want to be right on the edge. That way, when it does the second AOE, it's gonna be a bigger opening for the people on the north and south towers. Because right after they get the north towers or south towers, they gotta pull their ball and pop it. But if the cone is too narrow, then the cone's gonna also hit them and give them more of a debuff.
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
hitting your orbs. Let's say you were D last time, so you would walk a little over here,
Mhm.
and then the person from B would walk right here, right?
Yeah.
You have 2 cones that would hit either one. It would only hit you respectively, and then the people with the orbs say I would walk over here, while the other one would walk. Let me use my actually for that. While it's in South Tower, one would walk over here, and the other one would walk like probably over here, right? And you would both be safe. You can even go a little farther than that if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just to pull the ball, and then after the second cone, after the second cone, yeah, hold on. After the second cone goes off, like you just pull it. After it goes off, then you walk into your bubble, but try to stay away from the other DPS next to you, and then you're just gonna pop your bubble. And then if you have 3 debuffs, you go into the center, like right away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we'll call the debuffs, well, hopefully we'll call the debuffs. I probably won't tell you who, like, for me to go Edler, Daruka, Air, Nairi, right? Like, if I see all that, like, that might take it'll take too much time. But I'll just say, look at your debuff bar.
Yeah.
Or, like,
so as long as you got 3, you go directly into the center after you pop your bubbles.
Yeah, if we have 3 people go in, and say 1 person doesn't go in, we'll have a raid wide. We won't be white, we'll have a raid wide. If only 2 go in, I think it's a white.
If 3 go in, we might get lucky and have like 1 or 2 people possibly die, which is easily picked up with me and Callie. And then right after that, you know, it gets a little dodgy. It's a whole new mechanic.
Yeah.
And
So-
Nairi, can you
Yeah.
like Esna?
If you want, Nairi, I can call.
Please, yeah. I'm
because I don't want you to mess
trying to
with
make
Asuna.
sure people are living. That it passes my mind to Asuna.
Are you
Yeah, so
mini Thor?
we can both call it. If you see I
Yeah,
miss you know.
I mean, I can
I'll-
Esna, but that's the reason why I don't move as soon as you want me to.
All right, is everyone ready?
I'm
Yeah.
voting. How dare you?
I think I saw someone left.
Mini Thor.
No, it's good. Okay. All right, let's do a countdown.
Wait, who left?
Nobody.
No one left. I was wrong.
What?
I heard a poof. That's why I was
Yeah,
confused.
I think.
Oh. Maybe.
Oh. Yeah, there's no point in Yoko being in here if Nairi's in here.
Whoa.
Boys only sausage fest all day every day.
Oh god.
Fools. You would stoke the fire.
God, I think that boss is so hard.
Wings out.
Adult or whatever. Whatever.
Got ya.
Thank you.
Just call defense. That'll be like the easiest thing.
No, I'm just saying wings out for Nairi.
Oh well, Young was like calling out defensive buff.
So.
Yeah.
Go north.
Right.
And go northwest. I'm mixing the dreamer.
So striding, so you just want to be in between the 3.
Whoa, shit.
Now other way, northeast. Awesome. Next, go back to the middle. Make your way there slowly. Keep your uptime. Don't use uptime. Good try. GPS, make your way towards C and D.
Get ready to Esna.
You're seeing already?
How we do?
North south.
Or south.
Awesome.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Oh boy.
How did I survive that? What the heck?
I don't know.
Let's get ready for it, and we're gonna continue. Clear bombs, please. Clear bombs. Find the box. Find the box. Find the box.
Oh, we're still fighting? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say was relevant to the fight.
East south, right? East south.
Step on, sorry.
The light shall
Get ready to look away. Away now.
What the fuck are you?
I'm resing Yoko.
Okay.
Get out.
X.
Get away.
light
Rampart?
consume you.
Like that.
Oh.
Someone with a tether move? What happened?
Yeah, that was me. My bad.
Okay.
I saw a ball like heading toward me. I was like, no.
If you move, it's better to have the ball come near you because then it's like a chance that it doesn't hit you. If the
Okay.
and you can always slightly adjust, but like big movements will just kill everyone.
Okay.
In that
Alright.
situation, if the ball hits you, you're dead. And the situation you move to avoid it, we're dead. So I'd take the
Okay.
chance.
Well,
So
was
the
the orb
person.
coming toward you or no?
The orb was like I saw the tether going right through me. I was like, oh.
Yeah, the tether can go through you.
no.
It's not gonna hit
Tether's
you. Right?
fine, yeah.
I mean, the ball's heading right straight for me.
Yeah, it's gonna head straight toward you. But so the thing is, when you have the orb on, let's say east or west, right? Like I my orb spawned on west. I went east, right? And I think it was Air who was on D. I might be wrong, but I went.
That was on D.
Yeah, I went behind Air, and I'm gonna be behind her for a second. I'm not gonna run into them, right? I'm gonna move. I'm gonna adjust down south. But you want to be around the intercardinal for a little bit after the cone goes out, just to bait your orb. So it's not gonna hit you unless they stay there, and it'll hit you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it is a little scary looking not having an orb.
It is. I was like, no, I want the ball. Give me the ball.
Trusting your teammates.
For the most part, just stand in your marker.
But
Edler's
I just
pumping
want
out
to
some
get the
amber.
ball.
Thank you.
East and south, right?
What happened there? I'm sorry?
East and south for the pushback. East and south healers. I went north, so it's east and south, right?
That's an Edler question. I don't know.
Yeah, so
wait,
we're supposed to
sorry?
be clockwise, so yeah, we're supposed to go
Really?
south.
Yeah, it's east and south. I went north, so that was my bad.
Yeah. If you, by the way, if you do get like the AOE at the Diamond Frost part, you know, when people get like the frozen debuff, and you're at B and it's north and south, you can just go north.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
It should be fine because it's anyway safer.
But,
If you're top off.
what we saw earlier, there was like 2 people with
Yeah,
that one was my
Was
fault.
it you?
I should have went south. I went north out of habit.
Wait, so does the blue thing go around the tank and healer who has the original marker or not with the original marker?
It's,
Not with the original marker.
Yeah, so the original markers would position, and the ones that don't have the original markers are the ones that did the pushback.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So that was my fault, because I haven't had the marker go south. It's been east this whole time.
Okay.
We can run it back. But like, so if we have a chance to recover, like if we have like a white mage or like a healer or RDM up, we can try and push through if we don't have too many deaths, just because we're not clearing the point for that one mechanic, and so if we can get rested off, we'll try and continue the fight.
Yeah.
Wait, so which healer is going with which tank?
I'm gonna go with Yoko.
You're gonna be with who?
If we do get to that point, I'm number 2. I'm going to number 2.
Yeah, Daruka, you're north, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's with Yoko.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go with number 2.
Okay.
You'd be west while for the like party at it.
Yeah.
We'll be on the right side or the left? It's been right this way.
If you're saying for ad phase?
Yeah, if we do ad phase, we would be on the east.
Yeah, if you were
Okay,
southeast
right side.
or south
Gotcha.
or east, you go east. Yeah.
Okay.
Right side.
All right. Cool.
Okay, let's try again.
I'm gonna do a 20 seconds fine or no? I'm not sure how long Ninja needs.
Ninja just needs like a good 10 seconds.
Okay. We'll do
Ninja?
Yep.
Can you just like shadow? Like vanish?
Yeah,
Renew
no,
the.
if you use high to get your mooders back.
Hosts, you would stoke the fires of conflict.
Bog, I see you potting. I'm proud of you.
And now I won't do it ever again.
My fault, I addled too late.
Oh, my bad. That was my job. I dropped it.
Yeah.
Okay. Care to move? Go south, and then you get southeast. About southeast?
Bog, stay over there.
Southwest.
Over here.
Southeast.
Alright, center stage.
Raid wide, followed by your markers. Take east and west. Markers are out. Now a little back.
Alright.
That might be okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It might be okay. Just stay. Now move out.
I'm going north.
Head to the opposite, so in front of the boss.
In
In
front.
front of the boss. In front of the boss. In front of the boss. Not behind. They're all behind.
Nope.
Well,
Double slap.
light rampant's gonna be interesting.
The light shall usher in peace.
Look away. Look away.
I'm not gonna
Such impudence!
inside.
Get in.
Get in.
Get in.
Light consume you.
Light rampant.
Fuck, in a release, I can't do mechanics right now.
I got bow.
You got a ball, Kelly.
Yay!
Oh my god, I touched it, my bad.
He touched the button.
No, I wanted my bola.
I thought it was clear, and then it like tapped me.
Here's what tapped you.
A
The
ball.
ball, yeah, when I was running.
So, basically,
wanted
my
my
advice
ball.
for that, if you're north or south, or even east or west, is you basically run a little to, like,
Yeah, I know.
towards the inner
Run through a
cardinal,
tower.
and
Pass
then when,
sprint and run through a tower.
yeah,
Yep.
and
Best
then
time
you
to
move
use sprint.
back.
Uh-oh.
You completely bypass.
It
the
wasn't
fort
just that.
way.
I think I saw Yoke also get hit by a cone as well.
I was in my
think-
spot. I'm taking.
It might not have been Yoke. It might have been someone else. I think it was
Oh.
someone hit by a cone. Someone hit by a cone. It was not good as well. We had like especially two mistakes. They're definitely cost us like a lot. Because then we have a lot more raid bites coming out, which can't be healed through.
Alright, let's go.
But so let's try and move a little faster with it, and definitely cast sprint. Like especially if we're getting it too slow, just cast sprint. Wow.
Spam sucker, young.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, sucker.
I feel like that's a personal attack because that was me as a scholar.
No, Young told some girl in trials to spam sucker. And we all died.
We're definitely missing someone using their 10% by the way. It's either a tank or it's either
They're 10% blood.
like your
Can you help us?
the south and south.
South here.
I think the point we use it, especially like in getting seasons, like in current content, we're gonna need every southwest.
Okay. It's not current.
These hitboxes are bigger than I think they are sometimes.
We want to get enough to have it doing everything.
You want to be in between cardinal and inner cardinal.
The blood shall freeze.
Young, I agree with you. I'll be sure to get in the habit of that for painful people.
You didn't have the AoE, you have trailing AoE markers on you.
On Kelly, on Kelly. Okay.
About
Got it. Okay.
driving.
In front.
We really
Oh.
need 2 tanks
Whoop.
Yeah.
That's biting. I said
Second phase, you
die,
have,
but
Ad phase, you need 2 things, and then second phase, you have.
Pretty sure you could get a monk in Earth stance.
The light shall usher
Where it is, where it is? Wait now.
Wait for me.
out.
Run away, run away, run away, run away.
Yeah, it keeps clipping me when I think I'm clear. It's annoying.
Alright, light rampant. Take
consume
attention, open up.
You get a ball.
I got the ball.
You got the ball. Ball's on the marker.
I am on the marker.
Oh, my bad.
Ah, jeez.
I wanted my ball.
Me too.
Okay, so the trick is when you go to the opposite cardinal, you want to avoid that ball that's already there.
It's okay to go into the towers. They're not going to hit you, even if you're looking at it. It may look like they're going to hit you. They're not going to hit you. Just run through that tower to get to your side.
And that's why you're casting sprint.
That way, that way you have like a wide turn. You miss the ball, so it's okay to run through the towers as long as you don't stay on the towers.
Okay, you can run through the towers. Interesting.
Yes, you can run through them as long as they don't hit and smack you in the tower. You're fine. So you can run directly through it. It helps give you a nice wide turn to avoid the other ball.
All right.
Smacks his band.
E.
I have like 8 pots left.
Yeah, so you can
8
stop
pots of
potting
what?
now. You don't stop potting. You don't stop potting. That was more like when we had like once we passed light rampant, right?
you would stoke the fires of conflict.
After your next BCD, we were,
Wings out.
I'm just here for that, actually.
That's bug. Yeah.
I guess my BRB wasn't taken.
Nobody heard you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's fine. The Lord can find it in a while.
The blood shall freeze.
We.
It's gonna be east and west.
Oh my god.
Ah, damn it.
Where's Pally? In front? Oh, sorry. Not behind.
Thank you.
The light shall usher in peace.
Let's ask go out, all the way out.
Light consume you.
And ramp it.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Pally, move. You can move a little bit.
Oh fuck, I fucked that up.
You left that in death.
Ah. But I did it
That was
though.
my reason.
I did it kind of. Yay!
Quick, someone doing a healer LB3.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the video for that because I flicked that up because I was so used to like dying before that.
So wait, do we want to hit the people with the ball or
No.
not?
No.
Okay, good.
You
Sorry, I did it
yourself
right.
gotta eventually pop your orb, but you do that last.
You pop your orb once you do your north or south tower. Once you resolve the tower, you back away from the tower.
Yeah.
So
that makes no sense to me.
Okay, well let me show you then. You can also
Well,
get
I'm just looking at the
okay,
video
I'm
for
gonna
that
show
part.
everyone else anyway.
Here, come here.
When I pop my tower, right?
We're gonna be here.
The
For our
orb,
tower.
tower pops. I back out over here. He backs out over there. We take our orbs.
And then
we
we
even back out a little
walk
farther.
through.
on
Yeah,
this
you could go here if you want to.
And this
pull
is
your
because
ball.
the person on the inside is going to be over here and over here. Their cones won't hit us.
Mm.
If you
So they
resolve-
will have all of this space to resolve.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
So I did it
Pull
right.
here
Okay,
or
let's go.
pull here.
Oh, yeah,
and
Callie,
then
you
pop
did
it.
fine. The only thing that I would like you to do is move more over
Faster?
here. Like once the second tower goes off, you can move.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, but you were saying
It's just
You're
I
just
was
saying-
trying to heal someone.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, generally healing, we can just see. We need like maybe 1 or 2 AOE off global cooldown heals there. Like if we do it optimally, but if we're struggling, we can maybe throw a little more out.
Someone was like really low on HP. I tried to do a regen. I acted a little slow. That's it.
Okay, don't worry.
Alright.
Alright, let's go.
Reset marker.
Bug, you ready?
E. Bug.
Now I'm trying to think. Would it help if we had an LB1 for tank there?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try. Just
So when we, well, it depends because it's like where are we struggling with, right? And how long is the LB for tank? Like how long do you?
About 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not really enough time.
No, it's not.
I'll try and say a size for that, since it's kind of a bigger heal.
Yeah.
And Nautica.
It's okay. To
Actually, ready up your plenary indulgence for that part. So that when you do pop up size, plenary indulgence will pop
I'll
as
clear
well.
back myself.
It won't. A size doesn't work with plenary indulgence.
Oh, okay. I just looked at it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
So just use Medica.
Okay. I'll try and
Right.
do it if I get towers or.
No,
if I'm
he's
on-
going BRB.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use the bathroom really quick. Be right back.
So, quick question. Do any of you know CM Tools / Aminus will get me banned if I use it in a dungeon? I'm gonna make myself a little bigger just for visibility.
I don't think it will, just as long as you're not streaming.
Let's make me a here. So I don't have to bird eye view that. Remember, if I get banned, blame Daru.
You're welcome.
Oh my god, it gave me the baby face Midlander. Let's just go to the Highlander and fix that.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay. So. Yeah, I think this double white mage thing is working a little better.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back.
Oh, actually, Nairi, during that lights rampant part, can you pop wings?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see how
Yeah, that's
wings
probably the
will
best
help
part
that
to use.
much, but okay.
Wings do help.
Bigger.
That's what I
Yeah.
did with Azzy.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, If you have the tethers close to the people and you're in the middle, you pretty much have to constant give heals to them, because the people with the orbs do not take damage until the second,
Okay, I
until the
don't see
second
how
tower.
that helps though.
Well, especially you have one person that's constantly healing while the other one's, taking care of the mechanic and DPSing.
Yeah, so whoever's on B,
Damage isn't that like thorough
it
unless I'm
is
missing.
at the end. It is if they're not getting healed,
at the end, okay.
yeah, they're gonna die. It's gonna be a wipe.
So when in doubt, blame healers.
So typically it's whoever's on B, right? Since
Typically, who's on B?
it's gonna be constantly healing because whoever's moving, we
They
can't.
try.
My food buff.
Yeah.
Because what I pretty much do is...
Actually, can you pop wings during Diamond Frost? Because a lot of damage goes out at that part.
Diamond Frost doesn't pop a lot of damage. It's
kinda-
what that comes afterwards.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I mean.
Did we do a shield healer too? That might help as well.
Okay, let's back out.
It's 10,
How's everybody's armor in, by the way?
It's always good.
Okay, never mind.
Repairing.
So for the light rampant,
Leveling crafters was the best decision I ever made.
What's up, Larry?
for light rampant, if I have the ball, is it best to just try and do it when I'm on the tower to do like a medica? Otherwise, I'm constantly moving.
Just use Medica 2 at the center.
If resolved normally, you don't really need a lot of heals. That's the thing, right? Like we're talking about a lot of heals. I mean, you might need one or two off-global cooldown heals to be realistic if you're hitting everyone.
Yeah.
But I really don't think you need that many heals. At least stuff
Because like it'll be easier, obviously, to heal if I'm on B. But if I have the ball, I can't really heal because I'm constantly moving.
Yeah. If you have to throw like a swift cast heal, you can. But that's also saying that you have swift cast because no one died, right? I mean, that's.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, any instant cast AoE heals you can use, if you want. I mean, so I guess what I'm saying, optimally, we don't need that many heals, but like since we're still learning the mechanics, it's okay to just throw GCBs out if you need, right? Like that doesn't matter. Once we learn the mechanic a little better and are a little more efficient at it, we can, try and reduce a lot of the healing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only doing it for the sake of learning.
Yeah. But I'm saying,
By
like,
no means am I a raid healer.
No, you're good. I'm saying, let's say when you want to build LB gauge, right? Like that's a huge part of like, a lot of fights. Is having extra LB for certain parts, and it's feeling at the proper time is how you get that, right? That's why there's certain like cheese strategies, cheese strats you can do to like really get LB fast. I think there's a warrior cheese strat like ultimates that gets you like a whole LB bar, like by yourself.
All right. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Pretty hungry.
Is it back or what's up?
Sorry, I spaced out.
Oh. Wow. Oops.
Oh, face texting or something.
Who's the last person?
Everyone ready up? Hello. Oh shit.
God damn it,
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I was gonna say really.
No,
So who was that?
Huh?
Was Yoko trolling us?
No.
trolled us. Was that you, Young?
No, I would never.
That's
I would never.
fucking,
That's
don't
not
start with that shit.
I'm not gonna.
We know that. Oh my god, stop making them higher, Yoko.
It wasn't gonna.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict.
Did you just provoke off me?
Couple up.
I'm in the wrong gear. I think my damage is still there.
I can run illegal tools to tell you.
I don't know what that means.
Yes.
That was,
Fighting.
and it's in the red, so that was bad.
Oh my god, that almost clipped me.
Move now.
Center stage.
I was feeling like low conflict before. Like right now I'm at 27,000. Right, I got like 39. I don't know why.
Because your damage drops over time, Young.
No, I mean the same part. Same part.
North south.
Oh, I messed up. No, I'm saying the last time I did the same that part. That's my damage drop.
No boy.
Yeah.
And we move.
I'll res Nerd, and I'll res Kali after. Front?
Diving.
What's it?
Double slab.
With heals up? Regen. You're ready to look away.
The light shall usher in peace.
Look away now.
Oh shit.
Get away. Get out.
Move out.
It's okay.
Tank privilege.
Next is light transfer.
Light consume you.
I got the bola.
Thank god.
Ebola.
Oh, don't get big phones. Into your towers. Into your towers.
Oh my god.
Dara moved too soon.
I did what?
Dara moved too soon.
Oh.
We had, well, maybe. We had 3 people on South Tower.
Yeah,
Really?
no one was at my tower.
We had no one North Tower, yeah.
I moved too soon.
So if you're going, no, if you're, I think you were north, right, Eric?
Oh wait.
You're thinking.
Yeah, I messed up. Never mind. It was me.
Yeah, I think it might have been Cali.
It was me. Because I didn't go clockwise.
Yeah, so the moment if you're north or south and you dodge that first cone, you go straight into your tower. South or east and west are the ones who have a slight delay in between, going to their tower, going to their part from their part to the tower.
I was about to say, don't say no one was at North Tower. I was most definitely on North Tower. I just was alone.
You know, people on North Tower.
So you consider me not a person, Young?
Oh, you're a potato.
Yeah. Yeah, Popoto.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict.
I just found out you can actually
Wait,
count down.
you can cancel countdowns?
Double up.
Yeah.
That is very useful to know.
Southeast.
What?
That's
Okay.
why.
What?
Thank you.
I swift pass.
Alright.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Edler.
Weast.
We're going.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I know I fucked up.
Tuna.
Oh my fucking god!
At this point, I think it's just better to reset.
Oh my god!
The fucking sound effect.
The light shall usher in.
I couldn't help it.
1 minute, if that is okay.
Add both the marker for whatchamacallit.
That's all I need.
Alright.
I was like slow and I had to run and I was like, help!
I'll rescue you next time.
My black mage is only level 79.
I'll rescue you next time.
Okay. Please.
Even if that means there's gonna be like 3 people dropping
Oh,
stuff
shit.
on the right side.
Like Zoinks!
Zoinks!
Zoinks, man!
Do you?
Alright. Ready.
Alright, when we're ready.
Ready.
Wait.
Ready on the left,
That's
ready on the right.
Are you pulling up ACP?
Well,
Huh?
yes, but I'm also doing something else.
Are you using mods?
No, it's in-game. Now copy
Okay,
paste
mods
this
in-game.
a few times. How many times can... No, I'm setting something up to help.
Okay. How you're scrolling?
No, it's actually the help. How many times would it be helpful for a reminder to hear a sound effect before it gets annoying? Like once, twice, maybe 3?
It doesn't
3.
matter.
Let's try
5.
3. If it gets too much, I'll...
If it gets too much, increase it to 5.
No, I would turn... Okay.
15, take it or leave it.
Let me just set this really
Whole
quick.
time, do it.
There we go.
That works.
Is that why we died?
Okay, I'm pulling up back now. That takes 2 seconds though, so you can pretty much pull up the countdown.
Alright, do it.
Maestro, if you please.
No, you.
No, you.
Ooh.
Force. We would stalk the fire.
Oh shit, I fucked up my rotation. Oh well. My fight or flight is 1 GCD behind.
Double up.
Hey, I remembered reprise.
Edward, something off the fucking damage. Holy shit.
It may have been late, but I remembered it.
Fighting. Go south.
Out.
And we move. Front and center.
I fucked that up real bad.
Shall break.
Oh well. I just guess I'll have to mitigate the actual tank.
North south. Oh shit!
I commit suicide. Not the wrong one.
I mitigated that.
The light shall usher in
By the way.
Away now.
such impudence.
Away!
Like rampant time.
Yep.
Whose microphone's picking up the game?
Probably mine if that's the case.
Oh.
I can't tell you now.
That'd be tough.
Pull back. Oh.
Ow, my leg.
I don't even know if that was mine or not.
It was my fault.
What
I
happened?
misheard Young and thought the second cone went off.
I went
The cone goes off
Who
after the
doesn't-
towers.
Who doesn't love protein waves?
I went to Asuna and I didn't see it, and I'm like, where the fuck is it? And then I went to the wrong side, and I was like, fuck. I was like, committed suicide.
Thanks.
Actually, it's not both people, because I didn't see any action.
It was like either mine or whoever my my dance partner it was. Was on that tower with me. I felt like one of our bubbles
Young, you
popped.
did 23k damage that run.
And it doesn't matter until
Everyone
it
except Daru's
doesn't
at
matter.
20k, Daru's at 18k, which makes sense for Bard.
Alright.
Yeah, the more fields I throw out, the less, or more reds I throw out, the less the damage. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict.
Bubble up. Oh, arrow in. Okay.
Southeast.
Your blood shall freeze.
Least.
The young southeast. Mine.
That was weird. I'll take it.
Front of the boss.
Dive.
Do not be behind the boss. Do not be behind the boss.
Wow, what the heck? Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty stupid.
When the snapshot went off, you were behind the boss. Or like, duster.
The light shall usher in peace.
Under her, under her. Hitbox. Got it.
Light consume you.
Like, rampant.
Oh.
Did we? No.
We almost got it!
Did anyone run into an orb? If not, then it was Tether's
No.
moving. It was one of those two.
It was probably a tether.
Well, Tethers move after the second tower.
Yeah.
So remember, if you move before the second tower, you're gonna give everyone damage down. Positive.
But tethers disappear after the second tower, right?
Your second tower.
Wait, what happened?
I feel attacked here.
Well, let me watch the VOD. See what happens. See if there's a it.
So I don't move to the second tower.
No, you
have
don't.
the orb?
Okay.
No. Only if you have the orb.
Only if you have the orb, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, someone left that tower empty anyway. So we're dying anyway.
Yeah, who's ever orb spawned on the west, needed to go north into that tower. I didn't see what it was. So yeah, okay.
We would stoke the fires of conflict.
Oh no. Wait, oh that tower was full. What do you mean? There's
Hold up.
towers.
Oh, it looked empty from there. It only had the one thing.
It was there's 3 people. Well, Yoko wasn't in right away. Yoko was baiting his thing around the edge. Right? Yoko moved into it. What probably happened was you moved to do it, and then you popped like Heather as well as.
He was
Southeast.
baiting.
Southeast.
I thought he just like stood south and then moved up like the video said.
It depends on what his ball was.
You know what? I wasn't really paying attention. I'm getting distracted trying to talk about this.
We will consult after this.
We'll debrief later.
Shall freeze.
Slightly behind. Weast.
Go in front of her, in front of her, in front of her.
Front.
Oh fuck! I got dyslexic. You said front, like alright, front, and then behind her.
I used my Asuna on Bog, and he was almost dead.
The light shall usher in peace.
Get away from her.
Run away.
All the way out, all the way out, all the way out. All the way out.
Ha. Still hit you. Ha.
Did you see?
No, I didn't see because I looked and got stunned. I was
No,
blind.
I rampant. I rampant. I rampant.
I'm not. Or obstacle.
Oh, was I too close? What the heck?
Edler's too close, too close, too close. Ah.
You moved, like,
Oh,
you
shit.
moved or really. I don't know if that's what happened, but I got a random damage down.
Hmm.
You need to be in C until second, like be on the C marker until the second tower gets blown up. Once that second tower blows up, then you move.
Oh, okay. Alright, alright.
Second
Yeah,
tower.
I think that's what I was getting mixed up. Yeah, alright.
Yeah. It's
Move
it caught
after
me off
Tower
guard
goes
a little
off,
bit.
Yeah.
phone,
Blame me
tower
for
goes off,
I
then you
got
move
that
it.
mixed.
Okay,
No,
alright.
Buck. What I was saying was, I said, did you DC? Like, did you disconnect?
Why would you
I
think I
didn't
DC'd?
I saw a Pokeball on someone.
Well, I didn't have a Pokeball. Not on
First
my end,
tower?
anyway.
First tower goes here, like
I
when
can't
it pops,
account for your
and then
guys'
it goes
My
here.
end was like,
Yeah,
why
but
would
you
I
don't move right
DC?
away. You move once the second tower goes.
And then
After the
yeah,
second tower.
yeah. After the second tower, then you could completely move out.
Just watch the debuff timer on your stack.
Yeah.
Not on the debuff for your chain.
You always slightly move after your first cones go off.
I wouldn't even move, honestly.
You
Yeah.
want to keep it like that? Okay.
If you're A, B, C, D, I wouldn't even don't move until second tower goes off. Like if you keep
Okay.
dying, that like still
Yeah.
stuff there.
Got it.
Which is fine. I mean, it's just like
So the old strat we were doing was we were having A, B, C, D like do a ring around to get to the towers.
that's
No, it was A,
No.
it was ABCD, and then it was we had to like correct ourselves and position ourselves, and then sit by our inner cardinals to get into the. It was a lot more moving than
the
this.
other strategy. Yeah, the other strategy was okay. It was kind of like a mix of Sharingan in this, and
Yeah.
Sharingan's a little better. than
Tell
both.
me just what the strategy's called without telling me what the strategy was.
Hourglass
No.
is
It's a
Sharingan.
Sharingan.
You gotta look it up. I'm not gonna-
Yeah, no, the other strat, all 8 people are moving. This strat, it's only 4 people.
All 8 people are moving? What the fuck?
Remember moving
Yeah.
clockwise around the ring when you had the orb.
Yeah, so the reason
Yeah.
why this is easier to get through, most likely, you'll have 4 people who pretty much don't do anything, and 4 people who have a little more mechanics, but not that much. And mainly 2 of them have more mechanics, right? The virtues.
Yeah.
You got up time though, but it's fine because I'd rather get the mechanic that.
I need
Fine, up.
1 second really quick. I need to use the bathroom.
Alright.
He got 30 seconds.
You have 30 seconds to pee, Bog, if you can hear me. Or else we're going without you. Is he 30 second shit a thing?
It's like you're like the moment it drops, you start running.
It's like a rocket. Shotgun it. Yo, I swear some people fucking do that on a fucking ship, man.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm watching like E-Prog right now on
Like
stream,
just
and it's
dump
so
trucking it.
What's up? Young, what was it?
I'm watching T, the Ultimate Alexander, like someone prog it, and it's so confusing.
I'm gonna do that one. So that's
The amount of moving you have to do is
Alexander Ultimate.
Oh yeah.
insane.
The weapons are so pretty.
Yeah, I mean I want to do it eventually, but I think you have to clear Savage, and like
Mm-hmm.
you might do Savage before we can turn to Ultimate. It's also
Yeah,
like
back.
if you to do Savage,
back.
if you really want to clear this, you could probably clear it in like 2-3 days, right? If you do consistent rating, it's just like we're
Yeah.
and it's and then
Well,
we
it's not only that we
Right,
we have
Bog's back.
half the team that's consistent, and then we always interchange.
Exactly.
So not a problem. Just takes a little bit longer to get the
Yeah.
clears.
There's literally like maybe 10 of us that are trying to run this at the same time.
Once we get the clears, it'll be easier because whoever gets the mount can sit out and then, you know.
Double up.
No, you.
Oh man, I messed up my rotation so bad.
Works correct
Southeast. Southeast. Southwest.
Alright, center stage.
Your blood shall spring.
She goes over there anyway. Oh yeah, you're right.
That's why I said it.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
East
Please.
or west? East or west? Kelly?
I'll go.
Oh my god.
In front of the boss? always the opposite of whatever.
I got you, Rico.
Alright.
Apparently was tagged by the debuff.
Kelly, can you boss?
Alright.
I can get
The
boss.
light shall usher in
Real quick.
Look away.
Forgot to use my mitigation.
We might have just tank top.
Inside.
Under her, under her, under, under.
Well, no, that you still have to use mitigation for a tank swap.
No, I'm saying after you. Yeah, I'll get
light consume.
Light lantern.
No, that's
because it. It's fine. You use your mitigation, but you're still hit with a huge tank down, right?
yeah, but the problem is
Turn
you
again.
have to still use mitigation for the huge tank buster. I forgot to use that for that.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Go back. No,
That was
that's
my
right.
bad. Because I thought I had the yellow tether and I apparently had the white one.
So if you get the first tether, the tethers to the people on the tower for the first tower will come out first. You will not have an orb. The orbs come out after.
What I recommend looking for is the debuffs, not the tethers.
Yeah, the debuffs is a tell. Like if you got the tether, like for the 4 people in the center, you got like 2 of them going up, and then you and that's it.
Okay.
You know what to do from there.
So Air, when you're on the tower, instead of booking it this way, go a little more towards this way. So instead of going full right or full left, go a little more this way. Because you're gonna get hit by a cone. You didn't, trust me, you didn't. They hit the bubbles, but you, for future, just go more this way rather than this way. After you pull the bubble after the tower.
Alright. We ready? I have like 10 more minutes-ish left before I have to go to bed.
Or,
Got
here
the
you go.
mention.
Copy VA. You're looking for that chain icon.
Yeah.
Wait, where?
There you go.
Oh, hold on. Let me take a look.
If you don't have that chain, you're gonna have orb.
Oh, if I don't have that chain, I'm gonna have orb. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
So, just another
Anything else
way,
we
like,
need
the
to
initial tethers that go out are the ones that go first tower. After that, you'll get orbs,
Mm.
and you have a tether directly to the orb. I would just whatever works for you. Whatever works for you is okay.
Alright, we ready?
Mhm.
Cool.
You have such a fucking big shield. Did I miss something?
Okay, make sure you're safe.
Pull up.
Northeast.
Green.
Northeast.
Your blood shall freeze.
North, south.
Oh, damn it. I didn't expect me to have to be the one with it.
Behind. Oh shit. It's open.
Oh god, that's super bad.
The light shall usher in peace.
So I definitely used
And-
mitigation for this
and-
game. What killed me?
We need Daruka alive. Who's someone else?
Oh, fuck.
Light consume you.
And I think we're
I have nothing. Yeah, I had nothing. Lame. Jump off.
No, when you screw up during light rampant, you don't have to jump off. Just touch him.
No, like, I wasn't rezzed in time.
Yeah, and he wasn't tethered at all.
That's what I just said. Is like, no, if it screws up to reset, don't jump off. Just touch a bubble. It's quicker that way.
Yeah, whatever.
Why
Anyway,
I gotta?
let's go.
Why I gotta?
You would stoke the fires of conflict.
All you gung and ho to like hold the boss for me.
Dara, go more center so you can get all the heals.
Double up.
Alright.
Southwest. Over here, Dara. Yeah. They get hit over there. Perfect.
Your blood shall freeze.
North south.
North and south.
Probably going southwest. Front of the ball.
Driving.
Front of the ball.
Up front.
Front of the ball.
Double swap.
The light shall
Danny
usher
got
in
messed up.
peace.
Look,
Look away.
Such
under her.
Uh,
Under her.
And
Way.
No. Should be like rampant. Yeah.
consume you.
Uh-oh. I got hit by cone.
Happy bubbles. Oh no. Very close. Very close. We're getting it.
okay, so we have to AoE heal.
I was
at
by
that
myself
point.
on my
What are you
tower.
guys doing? I did Medica too. I did my wings. I did.
Yeah, that's more of a mental
It
part
was-
on my side.
Oh, well, like I
Already
did all of
screwed up and got
it.
hit by
I mean, you did fine.
the
I saw you.
cone made
I saw
it
you
really
doing
heavy
your thing.
for the glider, so that was the
Okay.
reason we're below. Adler, I think you have to move a little bit as well. From my perspective, you were kind of like still on your intercardinal marker. Maybe I was wrong, but just move a little bit more toward like that was you, right? Who was I think you were on the A or B or something. You just move it more over here, right?
Kind of
Yeah,
like make it
so-
in the intercardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first
Like,
cone,
move
second
over
cone.
there. Yeah.
The
Okay.
intercardinal.
West,
Go
south,
for
west.
Slice. Go for that
cone.
8 slice.
I was like right here. I hit by a cone. I might have been on the other side of it.
Go for the middle of the 8 slice.
We want that big slice of opening on the bottom and north and south.
Alright, let's try it again.
You're getting a little better.
Is there anything that anyone needs help with? 'Cause we keep like dying a lot.
I got hit by a cone.
There's no reason like you have time to be in the cardinal direction, so you should be like the cones will be
No, I was
intercardinal.
trying to avoid hitting an orb and I got hit by the cone.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to do it, so just let's try and get there faster.
My little tip is, well, everybody's lining up for the cones. I say that people who are tethered with the balls, they could go more toward the center.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Then move.
reason you move away from the center is to avoid the ball.
No, you
What do you
move
mean?
toward the center, then you move out. That's what I did, and it
Start
worked
at the
just fine.
center.
So
Wait, I'm sorry. Was you saying for, like when you get the orb, or like to resolve the orb?
No. When you get the
The
orb,
initial part.
kind of move more in toward inner circle. See the circle that I'm standing next to? Kind of move toward it, just to like resolve where to go correctly.
Yeah,
Then you move
that's
out.
where we all are standing.
Like, generally, when you're looking for orbs, you want to be like around this area, right? Like you can stop.
Yeah, you want to be the inner side.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
where I go.
That's-
So like, I usually hang around at C and then I go to 2.
That's
If I have the
fucking
ball.
issue I'm talking about.
You hit by a cone because you're just a little. It's not a big deal. It's,
What could help is just throw a sprint on. That way you can avoid the cone because you have to get there as soon as possible, or you will get hit by the cone. Trying
Or-
I don't care if we don't have a single damaging ability go out. Let's
Mhm.
do them. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you have DPS. There's no mid DPS. Right?
Yeah, because once we learn it, it'll be easier to understand. Once we understand it, then we can worry about attacking and doing
Don't worry
damage.
about
About
don't get
attacking, it's just the fact that I'm trying to avoid touching an orb.
Yeah, no. So the easiest thing is if you don't notice your orb right away, just slap a sprint on. That way you could avoid the other ball and then get to your position fast enough before the cones go out. Because that's where it gets tricky. If the cones go out, then you might get hit by it. Trying to go around the orb.
just right away no matter what. Even if you notice it right
Yeah.
away, I precast sprint. I have sprint like a second or two before the orbs even go out. Like the moment
Yeah.
the first orbs go out, I wait like a second or two and then I do my orb, put my sprint for my orb.
Yeah, so it's just do sprint because it'll help. If you're not finding your orb right away.
That's why I'm confused.
What happened?
Well, how wide of a correction are you going?
I
Yeah.
don't know how wide I need to be.
So, say you're right here, right, and
Yeah.
your orb do a little wiggle. It helps to find your thing. We're gonna reset right now.
I
Do
don't
a
need to
wiggle.
wiggle. I'm pretty much
If
used
you
to
don't-
my
Yeah.
fuck off.
So if you find it right
I'm learning
away.
here. Who rescued me there?
So, if you find the orb right away, you can go through the tower, just to do a semi-wider turn. But like as soon as you pass it, just go right to north or south or east or west. So it's just doing it quickly.
No, but I'm not having issues finding my orb. I don't need to like wiggle or anything.
No, I mean, going around the orb. It's just you have to go as fast as
How
possible.
much correction do I have to make around the orb? Is it
Um,
slight, wide? Like I don't know.
semi wide. You don't want to be too wide. You might hit the cone. You don't want to get too close because you might hit the orb. You want to have like you see how the marker is glowing. You kind of want to be like this from the orb, kind of like this. How kind of like you're not.
Would this be too wide of a correction?
Yeah, very wide.
What?
So basically,
So more like this.
Yeah, because the only time you want to be that wide is if you're going through here and then you go in like that.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I was asking.
Sorry.
Or
Remember,
like-
you can run through the tower, but just not for when it hits.
If my
Yeah,
orb is
what
on,
he's saying that he is going through the tower to correct it. It's just the fact that he's getting hit by the cone. So
We go together.
if you think you're going a little too wide, try going in a little bit more this run just to see where that sweet spot is for you. And then once you find that sweet spot, then you'll automatically know how much you need to clear it, and so that way you don't get hit by the orb or the cone.
Wait, so I just want to clarify. I just want to like understand the question. So Bob, are you asking like?
All
He's
sides.
trying to correct it. So he's trying to correct it. He's going through the tower to correct it to go around the orb. But so it's either he's getting hit by the orb or he's getting hit by the cone.
I might pull the boss again, but I don't care if I do what you said. So
Yeah.
when I have my orb, right, I'm right here. I get orb, right. I'm running straight through the tower, and then I go around into here. That's the only thing I have to do.
Yeah.
So he
Run-
said he did that. So my only the only other suggestion is just try to go a little bit closer to the orb to see if you are a little too far. If not, then get a little bit further. Like you have to find your sweet spot.
Yeah. So
Look at all this clemency.
reset.
Shatter.
Clock reset. Reset.
Oh damn it! That's not my reset. Wow, noises.
The
So
problem is
I-
you're gonna run and get hit by the cone is if you're moving too late. If you're either moving too late or you're too far away. If you're not in the middle circle and you're getting your orb, you're not gonna make it in time. Just cast sprint, run through the tower, then correct yourself.
If I get the ball bog, I usually do it by a bird's eye view. I'll do a screen recording and then I'll send it to you so that you can generally see how wide I go. Yeah, I do bird eye view. But then at least you'll get an idea on how far I typically go, and that might help you. So if I get balls, I'll screen record and send you a clip it.
Let's just clear. We're gonna clear phase 1. Clear ad. We got this. I believe in everyone. Easy.
Fog maintain 50 seconds.
The fires of conflict.
Yeah, go step away for a second. I'll be right back. Okay. Keep that. Selfies. I was seeing that. I was wondering. Oh, damn. I tried to
Oh,
assume
that's a little
That's gonna-
wider than I thought.
I tried to advantage it.
Yoko, go please.
Missed.
Yoko not here.
Shall freeze.
No, Yoko's here. He's here.
No,
He's
he's
on.
not here.
North, south.
Yes. North and south. There it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're not gonna get it because there's so many people to res.
The light shall
Sorry,
usher
I haven't eaten much. We ran to go get something to nibble on.
No, it's alright. Let's know you're ready.
Yeah, no, we're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we keep having like random deaths and like is there anything anyone doesn't understand I can just go over? I'd rather go over it now than keep having the same random deaths.
I'm not sure what happened with Fog. I tried to Benedict, but apparently my benediction went off a little too late.
See, I think we should just honestly use Invuln for that. I don't think.
Yeah.
Why do we cancel it? Can we jump off, please?
Whatever.
I think it was a little difficult too, because usually Yoku main tanks it.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, so it's just a different mechanic.
Wait, what killed? Was it a tank buster bug or was it something else?
I think it was a tank buster.
No, don't take No.
Yeah.
You just knocked it off? Is that what it is?
Double slap did not go off.
Okay, what killed you though?
The driving frost shit. My controller died again.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. I ended up dying to just tanking it and then the AoE.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, a little bit more smoother this time.
Yeah.
Alright, one more run and I think I need to go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah. One more good one.
You would stoke the fires of
I'm gonna fuck the full you had. There's a lot of for direct. They're happy.
Yeah. It's all learning. It's all learning.
These are like really hard fights.
It's current savage. I don't expect anybody to know it's really early. Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing quite to the point of light rain.
Northeast. Yeah. I mean, we died significantly on Titan, so. Titan was great.
the blood shall freeze.
North, south.
Why is it not hitting him? Oh, wow. This is the third time I did Asuna.
No, I'm just using. I'm saying it out in general. I'm not pointing.
No. It was on you still. I don't know how many times I did Asuna and it was not coming off of you.
Talking up. Hey, bust her out.
Okay.
Yeah. I just used my benediction on loud. On Bagu.
Why did you use it on me?
Because you had 1 HP.
Boy.
You didn't have health.
No, that was Yoko.
No.
I was full health.
Actually, you just did. I will fucking screen record. You had no health when I used benediction.
Light consume you.
Remember, you don't have to use abilities. Focus on dodging orders. The move's perfect. Good job. You have 3 debuff going. 3 going. 4.
Oh yeah.
Three's in.
Fine. Good. Still up.
Oh shit, we did it! Edmund,
We
where
did
the
it!
fuck
Stay on your side.
I can.
Nowhere to go. Callie, you and I are what?
All right.
We're going southwest.
No, we're going south.
Dario, go with
We're going
Get out, and then in. Get out, and then in.
Out. So this
Out
is where
and
we're
then
going.
in. Get in. Get in.
Darkness.
Callie, go to the sea marker. It's don't stack.
Oh.
Oh, I died.
You
Get
guys
me.
Irish? You guys Irish?
Get me.
I have
Get
her.
up.
Get to your side.
Light parties.
Light party.
Edwin,
We get you.
Drew, on the east.
Which side am I?
It's fine.
You're good.
This is fine.
How do we go about this again?
Oh no, I died.
Healers block the first. Okay, guys, quick comms. Healers block the first
Yeah.
Earth and Sprite. The tanks, you need to interrupt Earth and Sprite. Alright?
No.
You need to stun the Water Sprite. You need to burst the Electric Sprite. You need AoE heals going off at all times, pretty much. That's what I don't want to go on. Well, healer block.
Are we gonna take that?
I'll block it. Okay, it's supposed to be the healer first.
So after healer, who gets it? I just died.
Then tank. Who's tank?
I've
Dang,
been
you
healing.
suck.
I'm spamming AoEs and my big heals.
Shit, I
and
need to
died.
interrupt that. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Not Bob. Bob, not you this time. Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I got this.
It's just,
Yep.
ours is gone.
It's fine.
I need to look
We're gonna
over
guide
the east side
Wait, the whole
stuff.
time, guys.
Well, I'm gonna just do this.
Well,
Our side did good.
you see AoE heals coming out, right? That's what we
Oh
need.
dang.
Didn't stand on the tether, Callie.
Yeah,
Did I
Callie, it's supposed to be you first.
get the
Um,
first
Because you
one,
didn't take it,
or
like,
did
just do it first.
Dario take it?
No, you both took it because it's an E AoE.
Okay. So we both do take it though.
Yeah.
Or
No, you don't. No, you're supposed to get close to it, and then because it's an AoE, so anybody that's close to it will, also take it. But then there are like 4 of them that will pop.
gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
We at least got to that part.
I
That's
know.
good.
Like that was
Good
one
run.
good run. That's good. I guess until next Sunday, maybe sooner. Hopefully, if we can find time for
I have a
everybody to
lot
do
of hours coming in for work.
it.
Not sure.
All right.
Whenever people are free, pretty much.
Okay. Well, good run.
Night.
All right. Night, everybody. It was great.
No, you.
No, you.
Catch y'all next Sunday.
Woo! Yeah. All right. Night. So that was cool. We actually got further. Like right at the last moment. We just blank out when they're gathering. Yes. Alright, until next time. And watch us struggle some more.